fan. I'm joined by David, an Arsenal fan. I'm a what?
Oh, black cut, yeah.
I'm joined by...
My brother.
My dog, yeah. I'm joined by Oscar, a Chelsea fan.
I'm an Eden Hazard fan. Chelsea. It's a bad time to be a Chelsea fan right now, isn't it?
Hazard FC.
Hazard FC.
And I'm joined by Remy, a Manchester United fan.
Guys, don't panic. Don't panic.
Ollie's
still at the wheel.
Ollie's
still at the wheel.
He's still at the wheel, yeah?
Hey, how many points on his license, though?
Hey! Before Oscar makes too many jokes, we're going to kick things off at Goodison Park.
Oh, no. United will still catch these jokes.
Listen, let's go over to Goodison Park, an awful debacle that is Everton Football Club. Yeah. Even bigger debacle is Chelsea Football Club. Yeah. What on earth happened in this game, Oscar? That first half from Everton was woeful.
What happened is what's been happening to Chelsea for a large part of the season, isn't it? We play well, control the ball, dominate the first half, don't score, and then we turned into normal Chelsea in the second half, and then
even Everton, even against Everton,
yeah. I mean, I think it showed a big problem about how Chelsea try to win games. Like we are going forward. We were just not clinical enough. And I think Higuain, I don't know whether to be so annoyed with him because he doesn't do anything, or mad at the players because they don't serve him enough. Do you know what I mean? It's like a catch-22.
Static, isn't it? He's too static.
I think it's
but then when he's not static, he's moving out of the positions where he should be.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
You have to come back a little bit to try and get...
Yeah, it's like when he's up top in between the defenders, he gets no service. When he comes down to try and play in the game, you realise you're not a good playmaker anyway, so why are you here? Like,
that's interesting because Chelsea had 17 shots in this game, so you want to talk about no service.
How many on target?
How
many on target?
5.
Yeah. I think two of those were Hazard, one was Hudson-Odoi, one was Higuain. So
it's all a bit blunt and red.
Yeah, but this is the way Chelsea played in this game is exactly how we played in plenty of games this season. I can remember us playing West Ham and having bare chances in the first half, not scoring. Bournemouth, we played the same way in the first half, ended up losing that game 4-0. And to be fair, this game we could have lost by more than 2. It could have been embarrassing, just like those results. In fact, losing to Everton is embarrassing, isn't it?
It is embarrassing losing to Everton. You can't lose to Everton.
But I've come accustomed to expecting defeats from Chelsea. But one of the things they said on Match of the Day that really hit home was that they mentioned the fact that Chelsea haven't scored in 8 games this season.
8 games.
8 league games this season. We failed to score.
That's bad.
I mean, you haven't scored against Everton in 3.
Everton, what? 3?
3, yeah.
You drew 0-0 at the start.
You drew 0-0 at the start of the season.
What's the third?
You drew 0-0 away at Goodison, and then obviously this game. The last time you beat Everton was 2017.
They say that last season, and then...
Oh, you're including last season. Oh, okay,
yeah, last season as well, yeah.
Yeah,
okay, you haven't won
last season doesn't count.
Well,
but so Everton twice,
Yeah.
West Ham's in that list, Southampton's in that list, Leicester's in that list. Then obviously you've got Arsenal, you've got City, and I can't remember who the other team is. But
that's pretty bad.
That's bad. That's really. I mean, for a team that like we all go at Chelsea's back four, innit? We can all say, "Oh, Chelsea need a whole new back four," but they've kept way more clean sheets, than our attackers. Yeah, like they're doing their job a little bit more than our attackers are doing their job. But you know, the whole team is just bad generally. So
the team is awful.
Yeah, man, I don't know where to go because a lot of Chelsea fans are 100% sorry out right now. I wouldn't say I'm sorry out just yet, but it is his fault. It is his fault that we lost. It is his fault he keeps putting his trust in the same old players.
Did you include City in that collection?
Yes, I did include City.
Bournemouth's another one.
I did include Bournemouth.
You did include it. You included Arsenal. You included Southampton.
Yes. Spurs when we lost that Tottenham.
Leicester.
When we lost that Tottenham. I included Leicester.
Yeah, you said 7 out of 8, so it was the Spurs.
Yeah, because
it's just the Spurs.
Yeah. Spurs. No, it was 6 because Everton's twice.
Oh, and the Spurs.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't score against Everton twice, so it's 6 different teams.
That's pretty bad.
That's awful.
But no, it's 7 different teams.
West Ham.
Never mind.
Oh,
yeah, bro, shocking.
You guys went on such a long unbeaten run at the start of the season.
Yeah.
I think the only one was that West Ham 0-0, and that was the only kind of result you were like, hey, maybe there might be a problem. But going forward,
in all of those games, we created bare chances. Even against Wolves last week, like we created bare chances, and it's just the final finishing point. This is why we signed Higuain. Everyone was like, because it started the season, even when Chelsea went in that unbeaten run, everyone was like, okay, if they get a striker, they're a problem. That was the talk of Chelsea at that
Yeah.
moment. If we get a striker, we're a problem. We got the striker and we don't serve him. We don't feed him.
What are your thoughts on Sarri saying that the first half was the best first half you've played all season?
I'm not surprised. Like I said, we had a great first half against Bournemouth. We had a great first half against all these teams. But what does it mean if you don't score?
He said this is the best one though all season.
What does that mean to me?
I don't know. I'm
Just
asking.
talking
What does that
about
mean to
football,
me?
because to
I'll
be
ask
honest,
you.
if you're not putting the ball in the net,
What does it
you
mean?
can pass it around.
This is Chelsea.
And-
This is what we've become. The
But
team,
ha-
the
not
team
to
that
be
has
fair.
the team that has 70% possession and loses a game.
No, to be fair though, how Everton went in that 0-0 was scandalous because you almost thought Everton should have been out of this side.
Yeah,
in
but
this
we
game.
didn't score.
Yeah, no, you're right.
We didn't put the ball in the net. We didn't create a clear cut chance. The one with Higuain was maybe clear cut, and Yerry Mina made a great tackle.
Yeah.
Other than that, they're all hazard shooting outside the box.
No,
So
fair enough.
it's
Yeah,
not.
fair, that's fair.
It's yeah, man.
Chelsea
Being a Chelsea
last
fan
week,
is so long right now.
It's
It's
a
so
lot,
so
it's-
long because you see our team in midweek, and we win what 5-0.
Yeah.
I lost count of how many goals we scored in midweek. I lost count.
I mean, yeah,
He
it's
took care,
Dynamo
took care
Kiev.
of business, innit?
Obviously, they can't travel to Ukraine and come back and beat.
Yeah, but for
Never
me,
seen
for us
that.
to do that on the weekend, and then our issue, for us to do that on Thursday, and then our issue on Sunday is we can't score goals.
Well, then don't
What?
change the
How do you score
personnel.
5?
Don't change the wall. You start Olivier Giroud by that census. You
I
don't
mean-
start Higuain then. You then start Olivier Giroud and he should be your number 9.
He's got a point there, to be honest.
If that's the case, yeah, because that's what he's asking. Isn't
Man
he?
got
He
a
said,
hat trick and
how do we go from here to here? And in Europa League, I think Giroud's the top goal scorer in the Europa League.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really
so, yeah.
ridiculous. But
Top-
then
top
Oscar
goal
was saying, was it 2 hat tricks? You said
2 hat tricks and then other goals. I think he scored. Is it 9
Brace.
goals? I think he scored.
he's got 9.
It's 9 or 7. I
don't
can't
know.
remember. He scored the most goals in the Europa League. But who cares? It's Europa League, innit? We played Dynamo Kiev. Like, who gives a monkeys?
Well, the Europa League is hotting up for Chelsea. I mean, there looks like a walk to the final with the draw you got.
Oh, trust me, we need a walk. We need a guided walk because our team is in dire straits right now.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
getting Slavia Prague?
Slavia Prague, yeah.
Is
No,
it
not
Sparta
Slavia,
Prague?
no, Slavia Prague.
Slavia Prague.
Yeah.
Slavia Prague.
What are your thoughts?
Well, my thought, I'm delighted with it.
You're
Obviously,
delighted.
like obviously they came through a very tough game against Sevilla where they scored 4 goals. So there's that. But they released a video, all the Slavia Prague players, a video of themselves watching the draw, and then when they got Chelsea, they went mad.
Yeah.
It was like Stone Cold returned in 2000. It was like they popped. They went nuts.
They
Like
popped
yeah,
for it.
they're buzzing to play Chelsea, and it's like okay, so they'll be up for it.
They'll be up for it.
But yeah, I think we couldn't have picked a better draw, to be
I
honest.
think so. That was the easiest one of the lot.
Yeah.
It's annoying because
Maybe-
Sevilla won that game. They were seconds away. You guys would have got them. I think you guys probably would have gone out.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, but like,
it was a tough
who'd I rather want? Maybe Benfica I'd take, but
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they scraped
Yeah.
through.
No.
Like they made it hard work.
every other team has their own danger
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
So I can't complain about the draw, but it's just another season.
Will you make the
we've
top
got.
4?
No,
Will you be in the Champions League next season?
possibly. Yeah,
Yeah.
They
So
do
you-
what United did a couple of seasons
think-
ago.
you
They
yeah,
go straight for
yeah.
You think you're in the Europa
And
League?
do you know what? Yeah. Oh, I feel sorry for if we were to win the Europa League, whoever finishes 5th would just have a horrible season, wouldn't they?
No.
They'll be the only one.
Depends.
Because
Depends.
four teams would make Champions
Yeah,
League.
4 teams in the Champions League.
And then let's say Chelsea finish 6th, which I think we will finish 6th
Yeah.
because we still got Anfield and Old Trafford
Yeah.
to come. So yeah, if we were to finish 6th, then a team, it could be Tottenham, could be United, could be Arsenal, finishing 5th.
Yeah.
That would be horrible for them.
But
It might be horrible for us. We might lose.
It might
We
not
might
be-
lose Europa
it
League.
might
So
not
me
be
talking that
because-
far ahead is stupid.
It might not be
That'll be our
because.
level.
Huh?
You can say that'll be the team's level.
No. It might not be because if Man United, for example, finish outside the top 4, yeah, and Chelsea win the Europa League, finishing 5th, United have finished 6th. Let's just make that up, right?
Yeah.
The team that finishes 4th will lose out of the Champions League if Chelsea and Man United win their European competitions.
Yes, but
So-
that's unlikely
so-
though. United are not winning the Champions League.
Well, you never know. Football is
not-
bizarre. Football's bizarre. Okay,
It's a tough one.
What if Spurs
It's
win the
tough one.
Champions League and finish 5th?
That's,
Do you know what I'm saying? So it can happen.
It could happen.
Spurs are playing Man City.
They're
Like,
playing
it's
Man
not like-
City. They
they're
could go
playing-
to the semis and face Juventus, a team they've already beaten.
They could play this.
So actually, no, they lost to Juventus.
They lost-
But they beat them. They beat them in the first leg, innit?
Have you forgotten?
They beat them at.
No, they drew the first
They beat
leg.
them at Wembley, no?
They drew
Oh,
the
they
first
never
No,
beat Juventus.
no,
It was 2-2 at away.
It was
and
2-2
then
away.
They were 1-0 up for ages, and just 2 goals in like
Oh,
5
mad.
minutes.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, it was
okay.
They're Tottenham.
It's
Yeah.
easy.
So yeah. But I don't know. What do you lot have to say on Chelsea? Being a neutral.
It's enjoyable seeing the wheels fall off. I mean, you had 2 games in hand, and the thing is, I wasn't worried.
No, it was in our hands. It was in our hands.
It's so funny because you know what's so funny? I was never confident.
I wasn't worried,
guys. Not top 4.
Because he kept saying it, 2 games in hand, 2 games in hand, and I was like, no, it won't mean anything.
Not top 4. Coming third. If we won our 2 games in hand, we'd be third.
You'd be third if you won in 2 games in hand.
We'd be third.
Right now, you're residing in
6th, where we deserve to be.
And now everyone's played their game.
Everyone's played.
So it's now
we're level on games with everybody else.
It's going for
It's
gold
ridiculous.
right now.
The only thing that we could perhaps cling to is that.
Yeah.
No, actually, it doesn't
Chelsea's
mean anything. I was going to say that we face Man United, so technically, if we win all our games, we'd be 5th at best.
At
Like,
best.
yeah, as in, like, if everybody won and we
Yeah.
beat United, then we'd be 5th
You
still.
know Arsenal going to choke us.
So, oh, mad. I didn't say
Wow,
that.
you're talking at Greece. So Chelsea's next 5 games.
Oh, gosh, because we have to do this.
No, away at Cardiff, you think 3 points.
You think?
You think 3 points. At home
You
to
think?
West Ham, I mean, that's a bye week.
A bye week for who?
For Chelsea. It's like having a bye.
No, Pete, do you not?
Oh, shut up.
No,
Stop it.
they make these easy games hard work. Have you
No,
noticed?
well, it's West Ham. Okay? That's why I said it's a bye.
PR.
Then they go to Anfield.
Should I go back to the games where
No.
we failed to score?
No,
West Ham,
No.
Southampton,
no,
Bournemouth,
no.
Everton at home, Everton away.
Everton's a disgrace.
Come
I don't know
on.
how you even do that.
Like
but
to say no game in the Premier League for Chelsea is a home banker. You can't say
it's
like
you know what's so funny? On a side note, sorry, while I remember it, people are phoning on 5 Live saying that they wanted Marco Silva to be sacked. Everton fans phoning up 5 Live. I said, what the heck's the matter with these guys? Are you not all right?
Yeah,
like,
silly.
you're not just chopping and changing managers.
I mean,
It's a weird thing.
He's had a poor season. Let's not
been
be
poor.
under
come on,
any
The
illusions.
team is just
I
weird.
mean,
I don't know. I don't like.
no, Everton's a crap side.
No,
it's a poor side.
He's
a poor side, and everybody
missing a
else.
striker as well. That's
The
what I
thing
think.
is, you're forgetting
his team is better than how they
No,
performed.
everyone that dissed Martinez, Roberto Martinez, needs to hang their head in shame because
Right.
what he made out of that side, finishing 5th, no one has done it since.
Martinez is a garbage manager.
He got that side
He's
5th.
an absolute
He got a
garbage
worse side
manager.
than what it is now and got it 5th. Yes, he had Lukaku. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. But he didn't have Sigurdsson. And he had Barkley, who you don't rate anymore. So he got that side bloody 5th
But then
after David Moyes
after
left.
that, they lost their identity.
After
Lost all
Moyes
these players.
left.
And I think they're trying to rebuild it again. And the squad, I get what you say. I agree that the squad is kind of better than what they are doing now because they should be easily 7th. I think
They should be.
Yeah,
They
they
should
should
be.
be,
They ain't
yeah.
got a striker. If you're toothless up
they
front,
haven't got a
you
striker.
can't be up in the table.
That Tosson guy, he's not good enough.
No, he's not good enough.
Richarlison is like a makeshift one. So,
Calvert-Lewin is not a shooter, really.
Calvert-Lewin is not the guy either.
Not a shooter.
They-
He had a
if-
good game yesterday, but
If,
he's not a shooter.
if you've got no strikers, you're toothless. You can't.
There we go.
You can't climb the table. You can't be up there. So I don't know wherever they are now. I think they're probably like 9th or 10th.
Just got gums.
It's where they deserve to be. The defense is young and fresh. It's new. Marcus Silva's not doing a bad job there. Everton are an awful
No, he's
side.
not.
just don't
I
know
don't think he should be
how high he
sacked.
reached.
I don't think he should be sacked, but there should be some kind of next season, step it up.
Why do they expect that much at Everton? Look, it's an
No,
awfully
what do you mean
structured
that
side.
much? You're saying
It's
expect that
all-
much.
it's-
There's 11 players on a pitch, and sometimes when you've got the more talented players, you expect your
No, but
manager to
the
get the
club-
best out of him.
the
Obviously,
club
that's
as
not
a
how
whole-
it
So for him, I just wonder what's his ceiling there because he left Watford to go to Everton.
Get them in Europe.
It's a bigger club than Watford, and by a country mile.
It's the People's
It's funny
Club.
because Watford could finish above them
It's the
now.
People's Club.
So,
That's what they call it.
Everton.
Everton's called the People's
Are
Club.
you joking?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, for years it was. I think it's just the last couple of years. Since that Martinez thing, they just went down in everyone's eyes because they lost a lot of structure. But
No, because
now-
what I'm saying is that I think Everton's a poorly run side, right? It's a poorly run club. It's in a mess. Yet it's got the tools to make it better.
Yeah,
and
yet,
and that's what I'm thinking. Like the one guy who got it right was Martinez, and was always ridiculed at Everton whilst he was the manager there,
True.
right? And then you had Ronald Koeman, who they thought brilliant. We got a Dutchman in. He nearly set them down. He was sending them down. We scored 5 against them last season away from home. He was sending that side down. Fine. Then they went to Allardyce, who kept them safe. No, it's not attractive enough. It's not good enough. So then they got to Marco Silva. This club is not serious. It's not a serious. So I've named, 4 or 5 managers since Moyes? Come on. In how many seasons? Martinez left Everton what year? Lukaku's final year maybe, or the year before. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You've had, 4 managers since then? Plus Unsworth, who was god-awful? Oh, come on.
Yeah, but
It's an awful side.
yeah, but what do you want them to do?
I want them to just...
the fans. What do you want to do?
Shut up for a year. Just stop talking. The problem with Everton...
Come on.
No,
What are you
no,
talking about?
seriously,
That's not
seriously.
practical, what you're saying.
It is practical. just everyone be quiet. Let Everton cook under the radar, so to speak. Let them build themselves. Then they let them come up. It's every year you hear something about Everton.
Oh, when you say
Every year
you want
it's
Trump,
always-
you mean you want him to stop calling for his head?
No, as in everyone just keep quiet. We don't want to hear anything from Everton. We don't want to hear you right now.
Pete, I don't know what
no,
that means.
as in like.
That one I don't get.
I'm saying.
It's fine, you should just said yes to that one.
Yeah, because I mean that and more. Because I'm talking about Everton as a subject. Let's stop talking about them because all that's happened.
Stop talking about his club.
Basically, like, you're not Arsenal.
You're
They
not.
don't want to be Arsenal. They want to
They wanna
qualify
be-
for Europe. They want to finish 7th. They want to do what Wolves are doing
They
this
want to be
season.
in the top 4.
And
They wanna be in the
their
top 4.
team is good.
You're making noise about
that's not
top 4.
realistic, bro.
Of course
You say that.
No,
That's my
but
point. They finished 5th one year
No.
and tried to come in the Champions
That was
League
like
the year
5 years
after.
ago.
Pete,
My point.
You're
exactly.
talking nonsense. You're talking nonsense because
for God's sake.
if Everton was 6th in the league, do you think Everton fans would be complaining? No, because they don't really. They know top 4 is not their level. They want to be in European contention. They want to be where Wolves are. They look at Wolves who've come into this league and played decent football here and there and challenged against the big teams. This is what they want.
No, bruv, you're not making sense. Do you know why? Because
Right.
Everton are always rebuilding, and they're always mid-table because they're starting from scratch, right? If Unai finishes 7th, would anyone want to call for his head? No, because he's at a new club.
Yeah.
Everything's fresh. It's new. We don't expect him to get in the top.
for his head.
No, they wouldn't. We didn't expect him to be in the top 4 in his first year.
Are you-
In his first year.
What?
They
You're telling me
really wouldn't. In his
Yes,
first
they
year.
would.
In his first year.
Yes!
Wait,
This is
oh my
the
God.
Premier League! What are you talking about?
Hang on. Arsenal finished outside the top 4 2
Whoa.
years running, right?
Yeah.
And Unai Emery comes in, dealing with Wenger's garbage that he left behind.
Yeah.
He's brought 5 new players in. You think he's going to make the top 4 the first year? No chance.
You're on your way to doing it.
Yeah,
He's working miracles,
exactly.
lad.
That's what I'm saying.
miracle.
Oh my
Oh
God, he's not
my
working miracles. Hang on, is Arsenal not the
Have you
sixth?
seen our
hang on,
defence,
hang on,
man?
hang on, is Arsenal not the 6th best team in the league?
Yeah, but look at
it's in 4th place.
But look at the two
He's
teams.
working
Look at the two teams
miracles.
behind you.
I don't care. I don't care what other teams are doing. He's working miracles here because besides you lot doing whatever you lot are doing outside the top 4,
Yeah.
we still haven't lost as many games as we did under Wenger. We're 12 points better off than what we were last year.
But
we're doing bare things much better than what we did last year.
But if you
And
finish 7th, Arsenal fans will still be
they
calling
will not
for
be
his
calling for his head in
Yeah,
his
they would.
first
Yeah,
year.
they would.
Yeah,
Oh
bro.
my God,
Yeah, they
you're
would.
nuts.
How you
You're
gonna
nuts.
speak
No,
for
wonder
us,
why.
man?
No,
That's
but
why,
to be fair,
like,
to be fair,
like a month or two ago, you said Emery out. What's
Yeah,
that?
I said Emery
Yeah,
out
you
because
was
I
like,
can't see what
look,
he's
I
doing.
can't see it exactly.
I said,
And if
no.
you finish 7th, you'd be
That's
saying the
what
same thing.
No, you could. If you're finishing 7th, for example, like Klopp finished 4th last year, right?
Yeah.
But everybody knew what he was doing. There's a difference, and that's what my
'Cause they
argument
weren't
was.
been in the Champions
no,
League.
my argument was. Yeah, but he said he's going to win the league title. They spent
And he said he's gonna do it
bucket loads of
for
money.
4 years, and this is the fourth
They
year.
spent bucket loads
This
of
is the
money.
fourth year.
But even in his first year, when his team was woeful, awful, and they finished outside the top 4, nobody called for his head.
It weren't
got
even a
the
full
two-
season.
Got to- for
No,
God's
do you know
sake.
what? No, it was
Bro,
kind of a full
Tom,
season.
He
October,
joined
blood.
October.
What are you
He
talking
joined
about?
October.
Well,
That's not a full season.
His second season, he didn't even make Champions League in his
You know why? You know why?
final.
'Cause he had two cup finals that year. That's why it was like you could see in his first 30 games, it was the first season. He did good stuff. Got them to 2 finals. Obviously,
That's what
they
we're
win it.
saying.
But he was
But
playing
you could
good.
see
He
stuff.
was actually. You could see what Klopp tried to do. He doesn't have the players to do it.
Yeah.
The same way with Pep finishing in his first year, he finished 4th. The Messiah,
Third,
Pep
no.
Guardiola, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Was it not 3rd? His first year.
Was he
Third,
3rd?
yeah, it was third.
Was he 3rd the
Yeah.
first year? Everybody was like, oh no, Pep can't do this in football. We see what he's trying to do, but he can't do it in English football. And he came in and break the league the next year. The thing is that if you can see what guys are doing, it's different than to when, like for example, Marco Silva and Koeman and Allardyce and all these lot, they all had to start again. Everyone was starting from scratch. And then Everton fans were calling for every single manager's head that time. And my point is, Everton need to get realistic with themselves. They are not a big club. And so they've got to sit down and actually just be humble and let a manager do his work.
I just think in general, they're not even calling for the head. I think they're just calling for stability because, like I said, since this guy left, since Moyes left, or maybe Martinez, because I think for those 3 years,
He did
it was
about 3
okay.
years, yeah.
But it's been like they started getting rid of the aging players.
Yeah.
A lot of them have left, or either they're just not playing anymore, like Baines
Yeah.
and Coleman and all these lot. It's a young side. I remember it was either last season or the season before where the side was really just awful.
Oh, it was really
There was
awful.
so many young.
Yeah,
they
it
got
was-
all these young players, but they weren't playing them like Lookman and all these.
Davies
Well,
and all these guys.
there's gems there. There's small
There
gems.
is.
I think they need to like Idris Gueye. I think he's very good.
Yeah, I think he's good. I think he's good.
I think they have a good side.
They got and they're building. Even I think if they have a better window this year because they've got the keeper, even though he makes his mistakes. They've got the midfielded Sigurdsson and Richarlison.
Yeah.
If they get a striker, and they've got the defensive midfielder. I think just small areas in the defense as well.
It requires time.
It requires time.
It does.
So,
That's why he's
But
saying.
no one should talk.
No one should
And
talk,
you know
fam.
what the sad thing is? I mean, in that first half, the guy was losing his job. The guy was losing his job in that first half.
If I can just try and summarize what I think you mean, is that yes, Everton are 11th, but Marco Silva just hold off on him, give him time, and next season it will come good.
Yeah, and it's not even about
I agree.
It's not even about Marco Silva. I'm talking about every guy that walked into that room and was getting pelters in his first year. Because Koeman got it in his first season. People were like, I thought he was going to give us this exciting stuff. Everybody wanted the exciting stuff. Then they were going down. They brought Allardyce, and Allardyce, I think, kept them in the top 10, comfortably. Yeah. And they were like 19th when he came, and he kept them comfortably in the top 10. Nah, it's boring. They kept him they gave him like a year and a half contract.
Is it okay? You see, when teams complain about their clubs being boring, is it? Clara, we spoke about
they're in the wrong game.
No, because we touched on this last week with Mourinho, and we were talking about the difference between Mourinho and Simeone, and how when Simeone is defensive, we respect it because when Mourinho is defensive, he has the best team on the pitch, but he's still defensive. It's the issue with Everton fans that they've got a better team than half of the league, maybe, yet they don't play that way. Well, back in the day, under Silva, it's a bit different. Was that the issue under Koeman?
Under Koeman, they were not winning. Yeah, the first thing was they were not winning games.
Okay.
And it was fancy football. It's a bit like De Boer at Palace. It was this football of we're trying to play cute, clever, attractive football, but we're not getting results. Football's a results game.
Yeah.
Football's a results game.
I don't care how good. I don't care how good or boring or bad a manager it is. Why I love Mourinho but why I respect Mourinho so much. He's a results man. He gets it over the line. Even though he had a bad spell at United. I don't want to get into that, but he gets it over the line. For me, I'd rate Mourinho way more than Simeone. I don't know where the Simeone thing comes from because Simeone wins nothing. So I'm not. He's won one league. He's won one Europa League, right? In his last 6-7 years at Atletico Madrid.
Well, he stopped the run.
I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. He stopped that run of Real Madrid and Barcelona. No one's done that in like 10, 15 years.
And they've never seen him again.
They challenged.
They've never seen him again. Barcelona and Madrid don't even know who he is. They never seen him again. He came once.
His legacy took a hit in the second Champions League. One of the finals he should have won.
But you see, Simeone's criticism the year after winning the league was that he stuck to himself. He stuck to the same way that he thought he could win the league again without Costa, without whoever it was. I think they lost somebody else. So there was like two big key players that they lost, and he still tried to play that way like he's the underdog. No, you're the league champions. Go out there and build this team.
I think they've always been underachievers though. It's that kind of thing of like they have the best striker, they get them out. It's
best goalkeeper.
The ball rolls, best goalkeeper. And they've got pretty much the same. That defense has been almost the same for like 4 years.
Sure.
So it's like.
Sure. But you see, but them going out, for example, them going out to Juve is a classic example why I will not give Simeone the rating because he went to Turin with a 2-0 lead and did not even attempt to play.
That was bad.
Didn't even attempt to play.
That was naive
against Italians for a start, and secondly, when Ronaldo's in that field, anything is possible because those are players that are like him and Messi are just above the norm. They're just they're freaks of nature. So when you can't play tactical games with these guys involved, you gotta go out there and get your win and leave. Anyway, but so I don't want to hear noise from any Everton fan. I don't want to hear nothing.
I mean,
for the next 2 years,
they won't be giving up noise today.
And the problem is, is that you can't help it because you've got teams like Wolves doing really well. Watford's doing phenomenal. Gracia's job, by the way, he's done a phenomenal job. Apparently, he's been there the longest at Watford since Zola. That's ridiculous. Wow. So Watford were chopping and changing. It's nothing.
Yeah, they
Zola.
Did. A year, no? Or was it 2 years?
He joined last season. Remember, Silva got sacked.
Oh yeah,
Silva got sacked, and then they brought in Javi Gracia.
Yeah, he's doing well.
He's done phenomenal. Semi-final of the FA Cup. Yeah. Fantastic season. I think they're the ones in 7th.
Well, they're 8th. They're like 2 points behind Wolves.
And I think next week
they've got each other next week.
That's
It's
looking good. Anything more on this game?
When Remy showed me the team sheet at church, what was the first thing I said?
He said we were going to lose. He spoke into existence, didn't
it? I did speak. I spoke into existence.
First of all, you did.
I spoke into existence.
Secondly,
because
Marcus
Alonso, you see Ross Barkley in the team.
Don't disrespect. Barkley had a good first half.
No,
he was good in the first half.
Not good enough. He's still not good enough.
I mean, Pete, you're playing against your former club. He's probably begged Sarri to start this game. He got his start, and look what he did with it. So I don't want to keep talking about the same players that I always talk about. But
I think
I wanted to play that just because I want to see it now. Because I've been hearing too much talk. I just want to see it.
I mean,
he's a guy.
If you listen to Top 4 podcast, you know who my guys are.
Who's now got in the English?
You know who my guys are. Hudson-Odoi.
Off of 10-minute performance.
Farcical.
Hudson-Odoi. How is it farcical?
It's farcical that he's in the England squad.
Can I explain to you why it's not farcical?
Why is Ainsley Maitland-Niles, who's played most of the season at right back?
He couldn't even keep like.
Right.
He's
okay.
behind in the list, behind Wan-Bissaka. He's behind Wan-Bissaka and them, man. Yeah. Don't even think about Maitland-Niles.
Did Wan make it?
He can go talk to the birds. No, he didn't.
Oh my God!
Wan-Bissaka's not in the squad.
Callum Hudson-Odoi, yet no Wan-Bissaka and no Ainsley Maitland-Niles.
Guys,
you're freaking kidding
can I
me.
tell you something?
Jadon Sancho, did he make it?
Yes, he did.
Damn
Chelsea
right,
are paying the FA.
Yeah,
There's no way Ross Barkley and Loftus-Cheek made that squad over flipping Ward-Prowse. And Wan-Bissaka's left at home, and then Cho gets in the squad. Crazy.
God.
Like,
it's unreal.
I think they kept Loftus-Cheek because they kept him from the World Cup anyway.
No,
so.
but Loftus-Cheek pulled himself out because he's had a back injury.
Fair enough.
I mean, Southgate came out and said that Pickford's performances will be based on what he's done for England, not for Everton. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me?
Yeah, because he's the manager.
Who's the best goalkeeper for England at the moment? Who is the best number one goalkeeper? You play him.
I can't like who's it?
He is.
I don't know.
You play it. No, you play it.
Do you know what? The whole thing with Pickford was amazing in the World Cup. Let's be real.
But he's been shocking since.
He's been poor. He has been poor.
So now you're doing what the old managers used to do when they used to play players on reputation rather than performance.
There's not so much reputation, but sometimes I feel like you need balance. You need to just keep some sort of.
You need a squad.
You need a goalkeeper and a defence that just let's just rhythm.
If you keep chopping and changing every. Nice mug by the way. I didn't even see that.
49.
I was like, this is can't see that.
What's it called? No, okay, rhythm.
You need rhythm because if you keep changing, and yes, the league right now, he's been poor, and you could say bring in who else is doing all right. I don't know any more England keepers.
Nick Pope made the squad last time, but
should I get the list?
He hasn't kicked a game. Yeah, if you've got the
so I just think that
in the meantime,
with Pickford, he's done so well before with England. Just keep the rhythm of the team, keep the same thing going, and if he does cost games for England, then obviously you can start changing. But it is World Cup, Euros qualifiers.
So it is a big deal.
It's like 10 games.
And the thing is,
enough time.
No, okay, fine. That's where you're coming from.
Jordan Pickford won a penalty shootout for England in the World Cup.
So what?
For that, he deserves a place in the team forever. I think. Yeah, I mean, I'm not being sentimental here, but just forever. Is that fair enough? Till he retires, then. Till he retires. No, I mean, I think with that England team though, Southgate is clearly one of those guys who's worked with the under-21s. I know the young players, and they all have a little bond. Those players. That's why Sancho makes the team. That's why Hudson-Odoi makes the team. Loftus-Cheek was in the team, obviously taken out.
No.
He does need a little bit more. I was going to say he needs to get some new players in there. That's international. He does need to pay some more respects to players like Wan-Bissaka. Like, he needs to be in that team.
Yeah,
it's
ridiculous. I think so. He's done more than enough since the last season, and he's not getting anything there. But I don't know, man. It's all a bit.
I mean, like he's trying. He's seen the hottest ones. Yes, Bissaka's been good, but at the same time, at least he's getting the main guy like Sancho.
Yeah.
Get him in, see how it works. Yeah. And
with the main guy like Sancho?
Like Sancho's the hottest one in Europe right now.
The hottest one in Europe.
So like English player. So at least you have your staple players. I'm sure they're staying. They're gonna play. Then get the ones that have been on form.
Get Hudson-Odoi that are on form. Just get them in.
I want to see him play. I want to see the hype.
The kid's scored 5 goals this season and hasn't started a league game. Come on.
But he somehow makes the England squad.
He scored 5 goals this season, hasn't started a league game. Look, it's not
5 goals in what competitions?
In the Europa League and League Cup. It's not his fault that Sarri don't play it.
Also, he still scored. He scored on Thursday, didn't it? 90th minute. Hudson-Odoi, no? Yeah. He scored again. I was like,
goal and an assist on Thursday, but he's not in form. Apparently,
he's not in form. I didn't say he's not in form. He's in the England squad, for goodness sake.
He deserves to be. Our England squad's rubbish.
Look, I don't rate the. Not I don't rate, but I haven't seen anything. But every time he's on the pitch, he always does something. I can't lie. He does do something when he's on the pitch.
No, I'm not denying that either. When I see him, he is lively. But I need consistency. I'm not going to jump on the wagon just yet. I've seen 5 performances from him this season. You know what I'm saying?
But he's been withheld. He might have been. How he's made the English squad is still
3 a month.
I think we should be real talking about the real elephant in the room. How Ross Barkley made team with squad, because that's beyond me. The guy's just not deserving.
He's not been on form.
He's just not deserving.
He's not been on form.
His position's in it. I think it's just for that position.
Probably just for filler.
Make up the numbers and that.
Yeah, making up the numbers.
Callum Wilson's there as well.
Hey.
Did Connor Cody make it?
No.
I wonder why, because Wolves have been having a flyer this season, beating Manchester
Oh,
United.
them segues there! Oh, okay. Okay.
Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Manchester United 1. We're talking FA Cup football here.
Yo.
Manchester United out of the FA Cup. Hey! Yeah,
Trophyless.
It was brilliant. It was trophyless. That's a bit soon. They're still in one.
We're still in one competition.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'll put my name on the line, my reputation on the line. To say Manchester United will be trophyless this season.
Oh no!
I'll tell you what. Who said come outside to Messi? What is going on Twitter?
We're not real Betis though. That's the thing. We ain't gonna sit there. We ain't gonna sit there watching chip. We'll stand there and watch it.
Can we just park on Messi's hat-trick for 1 quick second?
Hat-trick?
Hat-trick.
Yeah. His hat-trick. Let us park on the hat-trick.
That one goal, yeah?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Didn't it remind you of Frank Lampard against Hull?
No, what?
No, it did not.
What goal was that?
Come
That one.
No.
What?
The other one's...
No.
He took that right out of Lampard's book.
No,
He was watching
whatever.
101 greatest Lampard goals last
God.
night.
What is he
What
talking
season was
about?
that? We don't know that.
I think it was 09. I think it was 09.
Memorable.
No, Messi.
I'll show you the gift. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah, Messi
Nah, it was amazing.
just when you see a Ronaldo hat-trick, he then get a Messi one, and mate.
He made Ronaldo's hat-trick look whack.
Yeah, he did.
No, but we know what kind of player Ronaldo is. We know what he
I
is.
saw someone tweet, how can you compare this Messi guy to somebody who scores back post headers?
If it goes in, it goes in. You know?
No, I hear that.
Messi's
What a time to be alive that you've got Ronaldo and Messi in front of you.
We're watching the greats. Like, that free kick was
It was out
outstanding.
of this world. That
That was on the goalkeeper's side.
What is
Still
this?
didn't get
Still didn't get it.
And the second one...
Even Suarez's goal, he just made guys fall all over each other. Like, they were just dancing around each other.
One guy was running backwards.
Man did
And
the both
he felt,
out.
what are you doing?
Phenomenal. So Barcelona are warming up their fires for Old Trafford.
Apparently Suarez got injured, though.
Yeah, he is out for 2 weeks.
So that Man United judge is banging hard.
Yeah,
Again,
you know that United
another
judge
game,
is coming.
more injuries.
Yeah, man, that United judge is in full effect. And you know what, guys? I'm not going to lie. I'm not even going to lie to you, man. Yeah. I won't be surprised if United go through. I'm not even going to lie.
There's an error about it.
There is something eerie about this tie.
yeah.
Because nobody expected this tie to come. You know, like when we're talking about Man United in the Champions League, you think, what do you think? You don't even think anything.
I was thinking...
You just thought PSG are going to get knocked out. You're not really thinking about who they could face, what they got, unless you're a United fan, you're thinking about the draw ahead. When I saw that Man United got bust, I thought, hang on, this could still happen. Like this, you know, like Man United being in the draw was still a reality.
United are like a concealed weapon. Like, you feel like if they come out, they can really be dangerous. They really got the players that on their day can perform.
Yeah.
But
I think the breaks come at the wrong time. For
know.
us who are not Man United fans, the international breaks come at the wrong time because
you wanted the run to continue.
I mean,
on.
Arsenal in blistering form for a start. Man United have had 2 defeats on the bounce, and we would love to see that continue. But now everyone's going to come refreshed. Yeah. You know, Chelsea can start their season now. United can start their season now.
Do you know what? Yeah,
do you know what I mean. And
I'm
nervous.
I'll actually take this break.
Yeah, I'm sure. No, you would exactly. You would because you haven't been on great form.
We don't have a game till March 31st. And personally, I don't want to care. I don't talk about Chelsea.
Well, you got to get until April 1st. I love it all.
I don't have to talk about our club till then. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, let the boys rest a little bit. You know, they've been working hard.
Yeah, what did you think about the performance on Saturday night?
It's disappointing. It's disappointing. Only saw the highlights, but...
Did you expect United to win?
Yes, but I thought it was going to be a tough one because Wolves, we've seen them against the top 6. They've taken points off everyone. Yeah. They've beaten, I think, every single team in the top 6.
I'm surprised at how strong they were because you know that it's the FA Cup. You thought they might rotate it. It's going to be a bit weaker.
Look, they had the opportunity to go to Wembley,
and they just thought, screw it, we're going to Wembley.
They're going to go for
it. And it's not to play Tottenham.
Yeah.
Right. That club is cheap in Wembley, and I hate it.
Yeah. Wolves, Watford in a semi-final at Wembley, but that's a mouth-watering tie. That's a mouth-watering tie.
Yeah, they're very evenly matched. Same position table.
We won't talk about that debacle at Swansea City because oh my god.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Oh,
I just think I don't know. The players just looked a bit, a little bit tired. It's the same. It was different with Arsenal because at least they were trying to create chances. They were they were kind of on the ball, but just the finishing was off. This one, there wasn't even a chance. I can't remember a chance until the end. Until Rashford.
It was nice to see Pogba getting back to himself, putting in those poor performances again. That's what we really, really missed.
The commentator said
over
something
the past couple of weeks.
Hilarious. He said something about this is we haven't seen Pogba back to his best, or maybe we have.
Yeah.
And I just started creasing. I was like,
who was it? Peter Drury? No, it wasn't. It was
it wasn't Drury.
someone else.
It was someone else.
Man, just have agendas.
They're really trying to fire the guy.
No, it is what it is, bruv. It is what it is.
Because it would have been nice to get to go to Wembley, get to the final, and seeing the draw. Would have got Watford. Could have taken them and
have Manchester final.
City in the final. That would be.
You'd back yourselves in either of those games.
It'll be nice. Just
I'd love to
see
see Wolves or Watford win it. I'd love to see one of those.
Someone take off City,
I'd love to see Brighton win it, but not Cat and House chance. They're not beating.
We wanted Millwall to get there, but they went and messed up in the last minute.
Yeah, I'd love to see Millwall versus Man City.
That would have
been
lovely.
Millwall are a joke. Did you see how they lost that game?
No.
Oh my! Did you see the last minute goal?
Yeah, we just threw it into the.
The goalkeeper threw the ball in the net.
Like, what is he doing?
Oh,
We're going to penalties. What are you doing?
He threw the ball in the net.
He threw it in
So
the net.
a cross comes, a very catchable ball, Correct. Am I right?
Yeah,
it was very
extremely
catchable. Ball came right at it. The keeper just throws it in the net. He tries to instead of saving it, he tries to pat it, and it's almost like he's patting it over the bar, but he pushed it in his net.
Yeah,
it was weird.
And that was the last kick of the game.
Man's pushed it for a corner.
They must have been livid.
Yeah, they lost as well.
It was
So
silly.
it was poor. But United is I'm seeing a lot of everyone just annoyed. Everyone was quick to get out Oli, and it's just like, come on, guys, it's disappointing.
Oh, when the wheels
they're not coming off. They're not coming off.
Oh, when the wheels come falling off.
No, they're not coming off. I think it's because.
Is the honeymoon period over yet, or is it still in transition?
I think it's been over for a while.
No way.
No, but I think is a honeymoon period? Do you only count it until you start losing? Is that what it is?
I guess it's until
because you had one L that we didn't count as the honeymoon being over.
No, it was
PSG. We lost to PSG.
That's the PSG, but it's the draw at Burnley at home.
Yeah,
I mean, we didn't count it as a loss.
Yeah, we didn't count it as a loss.
Like, oh, you're not in the honeymoon anymore, because the honeymoon thing is where okay, are we really getting into his? Are we getting? Let me say.
I think honeymoon is over.
He's free of criticism at the minute, and yet it seems like when are we allowed to start getting at him for his tactics?
I think United have to win the next game,
but I think it was.
They have to, and I think that entails the honeymoon being over.
No, but I think
you don't think it'll be up until the summer?
Because Ollie's done so well. Yeah. He's given Manchester United. All of their fans have hope that they can make the top four now.
They can do bare things.
They can make the top four.
Bare things this year.
Like, they all believe that. No one's going to be mad at him if they lose to Barcelona. But if they can qualify for the top four, go for it. So now he has something to lose, whereas Ollie had nothing to lose in the beginning. He had absolutely nothing.
That's the part I'm like, now, because the pressure's on, you have to perform. Because I won't like it now. If we mess up on the top four, then yes, criticize the guy, because even though
he put you back in the party.
Yeah, but once you're in the party, you just have to stay there now, no? Because even if it wasn't your expectation...
But you would have bitten your hand off to be in the party to begin with.
Yeah, but once you're there, you can't just then say, because it wasn't the expectation, it's fine now. If you're there, handle the pressure and finish it off.
And if you're gonna lose, then United have okay, you got City. You can lose the game against City maybe. Mm-hmm. Other than that, United should be winning.
But right now they're fifth in the table, right? Even if Man United win every game to the end of the season, they're not guaranteed top four. So that's the situation they're in.
No, they're not.
That's the situation
and we can't blame Ollie for that.
And that's my point.
United can, I won't. But I'm saying that the games that we've got left, I think we've got Tottenham in that. Oh no, we haven't got Tottenham. Sorry,
you've got
Chelsea
City
and City. Sorry,
and Chelsea. Yeah,
those are very big games that we've got to win. We've got to win them both really.
Are they both at Old Trafford?
Yes.
One's at Old Trafford. Is the second one? Oh yeah, they're both at Old Trafford. Yeah.
Gosh.
So they should
I'm begging for draws, blood. I'm just begging City to beat.
Okay, it's not necessarily in our hands now, but I would desire the top four, and I would hope that he doesn't like mess this up overall, because you were there. You were at one point. You were there.
Yeah.
You lost to Arsenal, and because I know it's harsh, but it's like once you get there, then the pressure comes.
Yeah.
And you can't just be like, there's no pressure, or it's just free for all. Once you're there, go for it. Finish it off.
I hear you.
You know.
I see
So
what you're saying.
even if there's no expectation, we've got.
It's one of those ones where all of those 4 teams, they look at themselves now, and if they win their last 8 games, they would all back themselves to make top 4. Even Chelsea, we're 3 points behind, but I think if we win 8 games, we will be in the top 4.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I
Really?
Yeah, I believe
gonna mess up.
Tottenham
Tottenham's gonna
or
mess up.
United or Arsenal, and then we face United. It was one of those games, so one of them will slip up. We're not far away. Like Chelsea's form makes the gap seem bigger because we're so terrible. We're 1 point behind United.
It does.
So it's like, yeah, I believe if we win all 8, then whoever wins all 8. So like, as in all the teams, Emery, Poch, and all those guys need to be looking at their players and being like, focus on us. If we win our 8, we are in the top 4. It's done. Yeah. But, you know, this is the league that we love, so you're going to see the twists and turns.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
It's gonna be
isn't it?
interesting.
These last,
Yeah.
8
I'm
or so
still
games.
firmly behind Oli. Just I don't know now because the FA Cup's gone. I really feel like if he had a good run there, if he won it, it would have been a nice end to the season. Now that's gone and the focus is on this. He's like, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to hear no more Di Matteo.
Do you know what? It's funny. It's funny that the FA Cup now seems to have given, like, it ends people's seasons well. When we were winning the FA Cups, it was just like Mickey Mouse thing. We were in the same situation as you lot were, where we had a dreadful season. The FA Cup could really end this season well.
Yeah.
If we finished 5th one year and won the FA Cup, you know what I mean? So it's like
we did that last year.
I think for a while, FA Cup always had the respect. Then it went down for like a good 5-6 years. I don't know why.
it's because the big lot didn't care. It was only Chelsea started rinsing it. They had like 5 and 4. You know, they had won like 4 and 5 years. And it was just like,
Yeah, it's
Well, yeah, no,
and
and
6.
then Arsenal did it, but I think obviously because it was the whole thing of you guys hadn't won a trophy in so long. When you won it, was like, okay, it's not the trophy.
But to be fair, yeah,
So-
Arsenal always get cornered for stuff that other teams do.
That other teams do.
That is
Like,
true.
I remember one year when Arsenal qualified for the top 4, and you took like selfies at St James's Park, and everyone buried your club for celebrating finishing 4th.
yeah. But
it was
I tell you now, whoever finishes 4th this season,
This year,
there will be
selfies will be taken. Oh my god! Any
every
team that
time,
finishes in the top 4, there'll be bare
The
selfies.
money is look. If you don't make
Yeah.
it, your money's
Yeah,
going
for
down.
real.
Yeah, I mean it shows Wenger being the prophet. Like, you never knew he
He
was.
says it's one of the hardest things to do is make the top 4 because there's 6 of us trying to get there, and before it was 5 of us, so only 1 missed out, but now 2.
Wenger has walked so that so many people can run. Unbelievable.
Top 4 was never a thing before this man
It
started
was,
making
it
it a
never
thing.
was.
Yeah.
Man said it's the Champions League, Premier League, top 4, then FA Cup, League Cup. That was the mantra, and he was getting screwed for that.
Yeah.
But you lot would bury the FA Cup for top 4 spot. That's how bad it is. You lot would all bury it now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, actually.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
remember we had a debate
Even,
once
like,
about
even if we get top 4, I still want next season to really.
I want trophies.
Trophies!
I want
That's the thing.
All
Sometimes you know this whole Europa League thing. It's long. You know, we've been through
It's
this.
a farce.
It's long or it's a farce.
farce.
Not really, but
It's a farce.
sometimes
Next year they're changing it to last 16 after the group stage. Did you hear about that?
That's good.
Even
That's
last
fantastic.
Yeah. What took you so long? Why all of a sudden?
It's just teams, no?
Less
Yeah,
games.
yeah. So less teams. Because you know how they've got that the 3rd European competition coming in.
Oh yeah,
Do you remember that? It's like a Europa League 2.
yeah.
Do you remember that?
Get rid of that.
Now that was a
They're
joke.
getting rid of that.
No, they're gonna add a Europa League 2. They're gonna add like a second Europa League tournament.
That one's a joke.
I know.
That was a joke.
I know.
But this Europa League, this one's fine. This one's fine.
I don't think it's this season coming. Next season coming. I think it's like in a couple of years
Europa
time.
League 2.
Do you remember? Like it's like your Burnleys and West Hams and all that shower of absolute
give
crap.
Give them a chance.
They'll be in.
So
They'll be in Europe.
Forget that. So what happens to the thing? Who's in the last 16 then?
The last 16 of what?
Europa League.
So the Europa League will be smaller. It'll be a smaller
So
competition.
it'll be like the size of the
So it'll be the
Champions
same size as the Champions League, and again last 16 rather than last 32.
So whoever finishes 3rd doesn't qualify for.
So the one that finishes 3rd in the Champions League,
Yeah.
they will go to Europa League. The one that finishes 3rd in the Europa League will go to Europa League 2.
Oh, for flip.
So Europa League 2 will become the biggest farce of all time.
Europa League
Either way.
2. Europa League 2 will be starting from 2021.
Oh, okay, so it's still got a bit of
So
time.
either way, but I'm saying that the Europa League, that the whole thing about finishing 5th and not getting top 4, sometimes that is your level. So you actually have a better chance. Like even the Tottenham, they finishing the Europa League might not even be that bad for them. obviously because they've got a new stadium.
Yeah, I mean Tottenham could win the Europa
they
League.
could. They at their level now, they could go win the Europa League, and that's a nice European
It's
trophy
all about
for
peas.
them.
Listen, Tottenham need
Because
the
Champions
peas,
League,
blood.
okay, fair enough. This season they could get to the semis. They could.
what,
get
no.
but really,
If it
they're
was
not.
the
You're not
UEFA
winning.
Cup,
So every
if it
single
was
time,
the UEFA Cup, I hear you because it's a different
It's the same
competition.
play, it's the same
It was a
competition.
different competition.
It's the same
Whereas
competition.
the Europa League is Champions League adjacent. Whereas the UEFA Cup back in the day, it was like a straight knockout. European teams, yes, it's that same like
they had
clout
like
of
5 teams in a group. That was long.
But it weren't really groups. There weren't really groups in the UEFA Cup. Cup back in the day.
It's still,
It used to be straight
it's still a
knockout.
similar competition. The cup looks the same.
Listen,
It's just that they
Tottenham
rebranded
need
it.
Champions
They
League, bro.
rebranded it.
They can't be out
Nah,
the top
Tottenham need to
four.
have the Champions League. They can't even
They
mess
can't.
around. They can't mess
I
around.
know for the new
Bro,
they
their
shouldn't,
stadium
they
was
shouldn't.
600-700
I just think
million,
it
bro.
And that's another thing. The farce as well is the money that's involved in the Europa League is also a farce. Like, like in the semi-final, I think in the Europa League you get like 2.5 million. In the Champions League last 16, you make like 16 million for making the last 16 of the Champions League. It's just stuff like that. You just think, oh, come on, man, you can't argue this case. You know what I mean? Go on Wikipedia.
I mean, but yeah,
Shows you
I get what
the
you're
money
saying.
over the trophies,
If
innit?
if Tottenham went in such a financial
I know what you mean.
situation.
Yeah.
Speaking of their financial situation, Tottenham recently won an appeal to allow them to change White Hart Lane Station to Tottenham Hotspur.
Forever in Arsenal's shadow. Why would they do that?
Apparently, it's costing them 14 million.
So they're going to change their train station to their club name as well now?
Yeah, it's going to be called Tottenham Hotspur
That's kind
Station.
of cool. Now. I know one club that does that.
Yeah, in our shadow. That's my point.
Do you know why? I think it's because like when you move to a new location, you have to sort of stamp your authority. I think clubs like Chelsea know that London is blue, so we don't really care about changing the station name.
Your
It's
club, it
garbage.
doesn't even play in Chelsea.
Yeah,
What are
we
you
don't
talking
care
about?
because London is blue.
For goodness sake.
That's what I'm saying. We don't care.
They're full of 2-4 or something.
We don't
Yeah,
care.
their team plays in South and they're called the West London Club.
Look,
It's unreal.
you're gassed about Arsenal Station.
They're
but
like half an hour from Chelsea. Not even
I
half,
don't
like
care.
20 minutes from Chelsea, you know.
So what?
They're close.
They're not in Chelsea.
They're still close.
And Fulham's not even in Fulham. Like, what?
Smartly, Chelsea's Fulham. That's weird. That's crazy.
So Arsenal isn't even an area. So
Hey,
there you go.
come on.
Thanks for that knowledge.
Arsenal's making us legends, bro.
Isn't an FC, yeah?
The thing is,
Arsenal's not even a place.
it was a club from Highbury. You know what I mean? And that's it. Highbury.
Oh,
Oh.
I use that as a good pub quiz for you, and then you turn around and.
I used it against you, Peter. Your own stats have been used.
That's
against
true.
you.
Ain't all these places.
London
They're
is
not
blue.
even in their place like that.
Arsenal Station is
and
on the
then-
Piccadilly line. Do you know what colour the Piccadilly line is?
Blue.
Ah!
no, actually, no, it's not. So that's purpose.
No, but I think that's cool of them too. I just want to know what the stadium's going to be called. What
It'll be like the Nike
sponsor?
Stadium.
I want to know
It'll be like the Nike Stadium.
No way, I'm cussing.
What? It'll be called the Nike Stadium.
Nike
And
Stadium,
you
bro.
can't call it Nike Stadium.
Yeah, it's
Nike
Nike.
Stadium.
Nike.
Nah,
Nike sounds
but
cooler
leave
still.
it.
Nike.
Cool.
They're gonna
Leave
call
it
Nike
alone, but
What's annoying is that they're going to use it this year. There's like 8 games left.
Yeah,
How
there's no
can
point.
they be allowed to use it this year?
Because I'm feeling about it.
No, no,
I
no.
want a big celebration.
No. Let them use it, yeah, and they finish outside top 4. I'm going to laugh, bro.
How can
I'm
they?
going to laugh.
How can they?
I get it.
I think that's why they're using it this year.
Yeah.
Because
It's
they're
so-
in the
I
Champions
know how
League.
to
It's
laugh.
so, it's so that they, in case they don't make it next season. Because imagine starting a new stadium where you're not even in the Champions League. Do you
I'm
remember?
going to
Do you remember
laugh.
their logo at the beginning of the season?
yeah.
The
Yeah,
only
yeah,
place in
yeah.
London where there'll be Champions League football. Word? And you lot didn't even play in the Champions League?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
going
So
to laugh, bro.
But that's I don't. For
No,
me,
they
it's
don't.
ugly
It's
because
their
there's
risk.
so little time left, and
It's
they're
a
using the
risk,
stadium.
bruv.
You're
I
saying
know it's
8 games.
finished. I know
You're
it's
saying-
finished.
It doesn't make sense.
how many are home?
There's like 4,
Exactly.
like 3 or 4.
It's like 4 at home.
And
Why don't you start the
plus
season
Champions League.
fresh, have a nice little celebration, open it up and say, okay, this is what we're going to do, this, and I think that's
Say, "This is what we're gonna do."
I don't know, like do it properly. Why you got to do it with
Yeah,
like,
I would like to see it first game of the season. It gives you something to look forward to.
That'd
Just
be
see it in a
so
new
cool.
stadium.
Why
Yeah.
are they rushing it?
I don't know why they're
Rushing
rushing
it,
it. Yeah.
But my only thing I could think of...
Money,
just
they need
thinking-
that money.
I mean, not even that. it's
Bro, they're
just-
paying.
No,
They're paying Wembley every time they play there.
They pay Wembley.
Well, they're renting the stadium.
But then what about it?
What
But they'll
you
get
get,
more
though?
tickets. They'll get more tickets for 90,000 than they would for 60.
But they weren't even selling.
But
them.
they're not selling out.
No. The Champions League they were. Dortmund was sold out. I don't know who else there in the was it Madrid?
Bro, didn't Ernie say he went to one game? Who did they face
Yeah,
last?
he went to City in the league.
City in the league, they didn't even sold out.
Yeah,
the
that's-
champions in the league, come
the
on.
league games, they didn't even sell out the Arsenal
Yeah,
game.
nah.
No, they don't sell out the league games, but the Champions League one, everybody wants to be there for Champions League football. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, they got to pay. They got to pay to be in Wembley.
Okay.
I see
I
why
just
they want to
think
get
we're
out.
done. The season's done. Pay for the rest and start it
Fuck.
fresh.
I think Tottenham are done. I think
The Premier League have to step aside and say, look, hello guys, because like even I heard Palace and Brighton have come together. Bizarrely, have come together and have rearranged their fixtures. Because I know Tottenham have to play Palace at home or they have to play Brighton at home. It's one of the two.
they do.
And they've asked if they can move that fixture around just so that they can have the away game first, so that they've still got more time to get the home one ready. It's
I don't know why
done.
they're
We're going to
rushing.
be in April, and
It's
they
very
can
silly.
play in their
For
new
me,
stadium.
it's just, I don't get the rush.
In
I know
April.
they
I
were
get
supposed
the
to open
rush.
this year,
I get the
but
rush.
it was yes, they
Maybe they're being fined hard money. Maybe by the game that they're wasting, that there's some serious money coming out.
They're
of the pocket.
paying for Wembley. Like, that's not cheap. That's not cheap. Think about all the staff they have to hire.
Could you imagine if
Sooner
we
they're done, just
Yeah.
Could you imagine if you were
I
season
don't know,
ticket holder?
I think Tottenham have had a budget to pay for Wembley, and they've been losing money since the beginning of the season because they've had to play in this stadium every
that's a
single
good
week.
theory, yeah.
But like, imagine like if you're a season ticket holder at Spurs. Could you imagine last season when you renewed your ticket
Thinking.
and you said, "Boom, man's gonna go new stadium." Obviously, more money than what Wembley was charging.
Then again, if they were smart and you went to White Hart Lane and you saw before the season started, if you saw how it was
No, but
looking,
then- but-
you should have used your brain and be like, nah,
No, but
it's
hold
not
on.
ready.
But if you-
That's not ready in 1 month.
But if you decide that I'm not,
The
I'm
seats
not
weren't even
gonna-
in.
I mean, they didn't have the grass.
Oh,
Look, if,
no.
if you
Like
said, you know, I'm not going to renew my ticket, bandage, yeah. But then, blood, what if you're back on that 10-year waiting list?
Bruv, it's
Not to say that
Oh.
Spurs have one, but let's just say the waiting list is about 3 or 4 years. And now I can't see my club for 3 or 4 seasons unless I
Get your tickets on via Google or something like that.
I paid 250 quid. You're mad. No, but bro, like, I would buy the season ticket and then just start dashing it to Mandan.
Give it a
So
swing,
he-
bro.
he-
Go Wembley. I think people are doing that.
Yeah,
Doing that.
but do you know what they've been told to do? Because they've obviously paid more money. Because I know some Tottenham season ticket holders, they pay more money than they did last year, even though it's at the same stadium, because they thought it was a new stadium. So then what you have to do, you have to sort of say, as the game comes up, they give you a window of when you opt out of the game, and then they give you your money back for it, which is the incentive for the fans. But imagine, like, I have to opt out for me not to go, rather than opting in to want to go. Like, how bizarre is that? I've been charged for every game.
Yeah,
and it's
because
only-
you've paid for it.
But
So
it's only until I say I don't want to go to this game, then they give you your money back. I mean, come on, Tottenham, you screwed this up. You have to deal with this mess.
I think Tottenham are going to go through very similar to what Arsenal went through. Everything's going to be about money. They're probably not going to have anything to spend this summer. And
It's what I kept saying to you guys on the pod the last 2
They'll
or
have
3
a
years.
beautiful stadium.
Yeah,
They'll just be chilling and sick for
the
7
trophy
months.
cabinet
Bro,
will be very
like I said last
open.
season and the year before, I remember on this very podcast where people were renewing their contracts. I mean, they were renewing contracts left, right, and centre. Dele Alli, Carl Walker, Danny Rose, Kane, Ali, all of them, right? They were
Dele
all...
Alli twice.
Sorry, yeah, twice in 1 year. What's it called? And I was saying, what are they telling them? What are they telling these players that makes them keep signing? How are they still signing new deals?
I think for a
I'm
player
sure someone's
for a player
signing
like Dele Alli, for a player like Harry Kane, you would sign a new deal at Tottenham simply because the move could still come for you.
But what if it doesn't? Because you're so tied into a contract that is nice.
I think Harry Kane. I think Harry Kane
that move is coming.
can go wherever he
eventually.
wants.
Do you think it's coming, guys?
I think so.
I don't know. I feel like
You
there's a
think-
window that was there, and they all opted out of that window.
Maybe that's for Dele. I don't think that's.
And that's
I don't
where,
think
and that's
Kane's
where,
nowhere near done, though.
and that's where Carl Walker jumped and just said, "Bro, if I don't do it now,
I'm
I
finished.
don't see it."
Yeah.
Look at Danny Rose. Danny
Rose-
Rose
yeah,
has been
Rose is messed
arguing
up.
for a
Yeah.
new. He says, you know, Tottenham needs to start winning trophies. He's been out against his club year after year, and no club has sniffed him since Man United.
No one wants
and
him.
Man United sniffed him. They didn't even really want
No
him.
one wants Danny Rose.
They just sniffed when they thought,
I
Luke
mean-
Shaw's not doing the business.
Trippier's taking his spot, and Trippier's garbage. So
Trippier's at right back. The left
Oh,
back
man,
is played
man.
Ben Davis. But I get your point. No, I get your point. Do you know what I'm saying? The thing is, but this is exactly it. You look at right now, who is a Tottenham player on that people are looking at?
on the up.
No one.
Yeah, but is that because
Is
they're
it
in
not
bad
looking
form
at
right now?
Ericsson?
Son.
Ericsson could
Who's
go.
looking at Ericsson?
Son.
Name the
I'm
club.
just wondering.
Name him.
'Cause you-
Son.
No.
Name
I
him.
feel like United should look at Son still. I was.
Nah.
Nah, bro.
Oh,
What,
is the
another
form- is
Martial?
the form gone?
No, it's not even that. It's just I don't think he's good enough for that echelon. He's great at Tottenham. He's doing his thing.
That's-
But even then,
Doesn't Son remind you of Anthony Martial?
He does.
Like they're great players on their day, but their day just doesn't come
it's
often
not
enough.
often enough. I mean, what's happened
Yeah.
to Tony Marshall actually since
I know he's very
Do you know what I'm
static
saying?
now. I
Like,
don't know.
what's happened to
Maybe
him
the
lately?
Mourinho time is kind of
are they still coming?
really.
No, but he was doing well under Ollie.
At
He
the start.
started well. That's what I'm saying. What's happened?
A
from the
little
start?
bit. He started well a little bit, but it wasn't. I don't know. I still feel like the play was not they're saying, yeah, he's got a nice goal.
He got an injury.
Bro, he needs rhythm,
But
man.
it's-
He's like
there's
Walcott,
something-
bruv.
There's something
That
off.
man-
He's not
real
making the
talk.
off the ball runs like he used to.
a
Chasing
shame.
defenders.
It's a shame
He's
he's
not
not
getting
centre
past them
forward.
like he used to. I don't know. It's
It's a shame he's not
Every time
centre
he
forward.
finds a rhythm, then he gets injured, bruv. It's long, bruv.
It's a shame he's not
Yeah,
centre forward.
you're right,
It's
actually.
just bizarre.
No, seriously.
You're right though. He does get
That's
injured
true.
often. He is a feel.
Because I was very like I didn't understand why Deschamps didn't take him to the World Cup, but this season I've sort of seen
No,
why.
but I understand it.
This season I've
I kind of
understood
understand it.
Yeah.
You know,
So
when
I've
you,
been
when
like,
you look at what he
okay.
had on his wing, I mean, Koeman and was on a bench. They got Ismaila Dembele. Do you know what I'm saying? Griezmann and Giroud up front. You know what I'm saying? For good measure, who else have they got? I'm sure there's somebody I've missed out, blatantly missed out as well. And you just think, no, they're decent. They didn't take Karim. They didn't take, you know,
Lacazette got left arm.
Lacazette didn't go.
Yeah, good choice. I mean, Giroud was
shut
actually. I mean, Giroud's got the most goals in the
Lacazette
Europa
makes
League.
the team now.
Huh?
He'll definitely make the team this year.
Over the Europa League top goal scorer.
Yes.
I doubt it, mate.
You're in the same squad.
I doubt it.
You're in the same
I don't even
squad.
know if Giroud made the squad.
You're
I'm
in
just
the same
chatting.
squad.
But Kurt Zuma did make the squad. Chelsea boy.
Kurt Zuma made the squad. Chelsea boy, the one that plays for Everton this
Yeah,
season. You
yeah.
Muppet. Where else are we going to go there next? Because we've done the 2 games. I mean, the farcical that happened at the Liberty Stadium with Manchester City. We were watching the game on TV. We were watching the game at 2-0, and we both looked at, like me, Oscar, and Michael were sort of like watching this game knowing that I think City got a goal. We saw that City scored a goal. We thought 10 minutes to go, City are they're going to win this. They're
Yeah,
going
we
to
just
win.
knew City.
They're just going to win it.
We knew City were going to win the game.
To the point where we
fast.
were so sure. We didn't watch it anymore. We just
Yeah.
changed
Oh, right.
channel.
We turned at 2-2. We turned it off because that City won it.
No, it wasn't 2-2. It was 2-1. It was 2-1 Swansea. And it's the manner in which the Manchester City goal was given that we knew the judge of the highest order is coming. And we didn't bother with the rest of the game. I've come back, I just looked on my news. 3-2 Manchester City have gone
I'd
through.
rather watch Madeline McCann than that stuff.
Hey-o!
Oh man.
How did we
God,
get there?
even be laughing,
How did we get
guys.
Hey, that Netflix thing is a farce. When you watch it, you just think this is ridiculous. But anyway, on to
That's a real digression. But yeah, no, FA Cup semi-finals do look tasty, though. They do look.
I mean, tasty or Jays.
No, they're for our
There's only one
fast.
of
Tasty
them.
for the teams that are like
Only one.
No, they're for our fast, bro.
teams that are there.
Yeah, the FA is a farce.
You lot are not feeling
Man City Brighton? No, I'm not feeling
Okay,
that.
maybe not.
No,
City,
I
thought it was
but
Jays.
the other leg.
Yeah, half.
I'm just looking forward to Wolves versus City in the final. That's what I want to see.
Do you want to see Wolves over Watford?
I want to see Wolves.
Because I'm looking at a team who can beat City in the final. That's what you got to look at.
Wolves.
Wolves.
Well, they drew them in the season. Sorry.
Caesar.
They took them.
You know what? I've been harsh on Wolves, yeah? Because you know what my feelings on Wolves. Remember my feelings on Wolves at the start? They're just not serious in the sense that they beat the big guys, they turn up for the big guys, but when they lost to Huddersfield this
Twice.
season.
Peter.
Twice to Huddersfield, yeah? Oh, thank you for aiding me there.
But do you know what it is? I think it's tough because the way they play is a counter-attacking football, isn't it? So when they have to go and force the issue,
Is that what you're giving me?
they struggle. No, but they struggle.
Is that what you're giving me?
It's kind of like
Counter-attacking
United. No, it's
football.
kind of like United. When we have to kind of go, we don't have the quality to kind of break these teams down, and we don't make that. Those incisive runs. We're not also in the same wavelength as Pogba most of the time. So I feel like they have the same issue where it's like when they're counter-attacking, they're fast. They got Cody, they got Jota, they got all these lot.
Yeah.
Spray the ball, get Jimenez on the ball, bam.
I know, but yeah, like you
But-
say, defeat to Huddersfield, draw with Bournemouth, draw with Newcastle. You know, they beat
At the same-
they beat Everton, they beat West Ham, they beat Leicester. Okay, you lose to City, that's fine. They lost at home to Palace.
Pete.
They beat Spurs.
Pete,
they draw
this-
to
this
Fulham.
This
I mean,
is what
come on.
this is what mid-table teams do.
That's midterm, yeah. That's
But they're not mid-table. They're like in
That's-
they're on the precipice. That's
of
the
Europe.
word.
Pete, they're
Yeah,
overachieving.
Do you know what's so funny? If Manchester City win the FA Cup, Wolves in seventh place will go into the Europa League next season. That's what I'm talking about. So it's not mid-table.
Yeah, but Pete,
We're
they're
talking-
overachieving.
they
How
are.
you
They're
can
in the
look?
first third of the
Because you know,
group.
I think he's saying they're overachieving, and
They are.
there's
No, they are.
games
They are.
where you remember they are a newly promoted
Yeah.
side. Then there's other games where like these lot are amazing because they've got one of the best. Well, out of the best of
It's
the
worked out
rest, they've
so
got one of
well.
the best teams in the league after the top six. So they've got a good structure there. They've got a good way of playing. Great manager. So they know what they're doing. But obviously,
Yeah.
and they turn up for the big games. He's got them ready for those games. He knows how
Yeah,
to get them.
for sure.
But against the smaller teams, you're gonna have those days. You're gonna have those days.
And if they didn't have those days, they'd be fighting for top 4.
That's what I'm saying.
It's crazy.
That's what's crazy.
I think
That's
when you were talking about the Everton fans, you told them they need to calm down. I think with this, you need to calm down. I don't know how Nuno can get a team to 7th and semi-final of the FA Cup, and you can have some negatives to find out.
I have a negative to find because they do the hard work well.
They're not a top side.
They're not serious.
They're not a top six
I
side.
don't think it's not serious. I just think
they do the hard work well. They do the hard work very well.
But some of the losses that you mentioned...
on casual Fridays, them men are just slacking. They're not doing any work.
But Remy is right,
some of
though.
those losses that you mentioned,
yeah?
the Palace one, they had chances. I remember that one. They had chances. Palace put their one away.
Okay, Huddersfield twice. Come on.
Okay, I can't defend that one.
That's like half of Huddersfield's wins.
That's pretty much it.
You know what I'm saying? You just think, how?
I don't know.
Drawing with Fulham.
Bad day at your office.
How many bad days? Fulham.
Like 5.
Yeah.
Fulham.
But what about Watford? Watford are behind them.
Everyone around them has had bad days.
But Watford have probably done it the other way around, where they beat everybody around them, but when they meet the big dogs, they don't get anything out of them. Fair enough.
The Premier League
That's
is
so
not
bad,
logical. The Premier League is not logical.
If you end up with 40-something points, or
You're right.
50-something points,
No, you're right.
then they'll be
You're
bad.
right.
But
But if I'm
Nuno,
Nuno, I'll be like, guys, be professional at every single game, just so you don't get your head over heels here. That you think you should rock up to Cardiff.
because they do need to be careful because they're 2 points in front of Watford, and I think now West Ham won as well. They're 4 points. I think 3 or 4 points. So they just need to be careful because if they do mess up, teams like West Ham and Watford could overtake them just like that. So if they want to go for 7th place, then they do need to win the rest of the games and beat those small teams that they are struggling against. So
speaking of West Ham, how did they win their game?
Fernandez.
How did they win?
Do you know why?
their game?
Because you was talking crud.
No,
Yeah?
did you see
You was
them?
talking crud last week about West Ham.
Yeah, and rightly so because I was on the way. I was 3-1, and I screenshotted it, sent the picture to the group. I said to them, man, never again. I don't want to hear them again. Okay,
What happened?
They came back from 3-1 down, which they should never be in that situation.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
3-1 down against a poorly
Very poor Huddersfield.
And they won 4-3.
And they won 4-3, yeah.
Big up
Chicharito. Did you see, what is the Huddersfield manager called now? What's his name?
Jan Stryweek.
He was spitting. Oh my God. And you know what's so funny? When they went 3-1 up, I see him sort of urging the players, get back in your area. Like, because they were celebrating like, yo, we have won the league. They thought first win since November. They are ready to go off on one. And he was angry. He's actually quite a character. I want to see more of his like press conferences and stuff because he looks like a maniac, and we're not going to have much of it.
He needs more segments.
We've only got 8. We've only got 8 weeks of him left, so we better get used to it.
It's disappointing from his side because I think he's really tried hard since Wagner left to get the boys up. But it's like
he looks like he takes no crap though. He looks like he's no nonsense.
The guys are done. They're poor. The players are so poor, and they don't believe anymore. Cause at least with last season, they actually believed, and they were in a position where they could fight for it. Now they're just giving up.
Far adrift.
They're 3-1 up. Your first win in many months, and you throw it away. And the goals they conceded were awful.
I was going to say, the goals, West Ham were given goals. West Ham weren't that good. They were just given the goal.
Chicharito had the nerve to header it backwards.
Oh, come on. How is he winning headers? It's like 5'4". He's winning headers.
First one, open, man's free.
Who leaves
and all the space?
Who does those things? But yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Is it?
Liverpool got a win over at Fulham.
Yep.
Nice and easy?
Not
quite
bit
easy.
Of a tough one.
I mean, skirt. It was a bit of a... It could have been a car crash for them because if they draw at Fulham, that's title over.
That's
you don't even deserve, and Adrian would rightly say so. He would be here right now saying they don't deserve to win the league. That's it, they're done. After a superb performance in Munich, which I was absolutely amazed at, and just before we talk about Sadio Mane, he looks like he could be on his way to Real Madrid. You heard it here first on Top 4 Podcast.
Well, from you.
That's not first.
Was that not a first?
Well,
have you been hearing that?
I've heard it before you told me, so I don't know.
This is
so Zidane wanted him before he left, before he exited Real Madrid, and I think he's going to look at him.
Yeah, Chelsea fans are spreading that around because it means
that'll be amazing.
Maybe he's not going for Hazard if he goes for Mane.
I think he deserves that. He's quality.
He deserves a Real Madrid move.
Quality. I said it. No, I said it.
He's inconsistent.
Before. I said he's
quality for sure.
When he's at his best. I don't do these kind of
again though.
But let me just. I think he's Liverpool's best player when he's at his best.
Oh, okay.
Before-
That's not a hot take.
It's actually not a hot take.
That's
Just
not
checking.
a hot
I
take,
thought people were gonna.
I thought you were going to say, like, in the league or in the world.
But they were
No,
talking
yeah.
in the radio, you know, who's more valuable to Liverpool, Mane or Salah? And I thought, this is dumb.
Well, this
Salah.
Huh?
No, but it's Salah.
This
Come
season, who scored more goals?
I think
Salah by a street. He's
By a
one,
street.
he's one goal
By
behind.
one goal.
one goal.
More than Mane.
Yeah, no, actually, no, they're tied now. They're actually tied because Mane scored
I
again.
was going to say, because all I was going to say was that, you know, Salah's getting this slander for God knows why. He's one goal behind the top goal scorer.
Yeah, the
not
standard,
even like-
the standard's silly.
No,
It's-
no.
the Salah
It
slander
is
is
silly, but I think the Salah slander is based around the fact that people don't feel like he helps the team when he's not scoring.
But he does. He actually does. Some of the
think-
games.
yeah,
right, they're tied.
Watch some of the games.
Gosh, look
And,
at this.
he's been actually getting like the assist before the assist, or he's doing he's forcing the issue. Like this one, I think he forced the issue before the penalty. So he didn't win the penalty, but he was the one who shot before Mane got it, and then.
Yeah, but that's not.
No, but you're forcing the issue.
He shot the ball, which was saved, a poor shot, and then it fell to Mane, who got fouled. Like,
Just that's not forcing the issue.
I mean, you took a shot.
By the way,
like-
being given an assist for a penalty is just a farce.
Ah,
by
it's
the way.
just for fantasy.
That
innit?
is just a
It's
farce.
just for
I'm
fantasy.
sorry.
But
He got fouled, so he's
yeah,
assisted
bro,
the goal.
Sadio Mane scored the same amount of goals as Kane.
But I can't
I-
believe
I-
it. Yeah, you look at Aguero's on 18, then it's Aubameyang, Kane, Mane, Salah, all on 17. Phenomenal. And then Sterling on 15. I would even bet on who would win, who finished top goal scorer. At the start of the season, I thought Aubameyang would do it, but my God, there's so many of them. There's 5 people with 1 goal that separates them. This is going to be a nice crunch.
Don't worry, my boy Lukaku will get a couple more braces. And,
Did you
just
say your
leap from-
boy
Just
Lukaku?
leap from all of them.
He's not even in the top 11. He's not
He's
even.
on 12, isn't it?
He's on. Oh God, no, he's not even. Is he on 12? Yeah, he's on 12. He's 11th place
Nice.
actually.
6
He's
goals,
the 11th highest goal scorer.
Couple hat tricks.
Couple
Couple hat tricks.
hat
But no, but like, what are you saying? No, Salah,
You know what,
I think
man?
Salah
Right.
contributes.
Because I haven't spoken about a golden boot since Drogba. I haven't spoken about a golden boot.
What has supposed to
To be
get
fair, we had all since Van Persie, so I hear you.
Yeah, but you've got a shooter now, so...
We've got 2 leg men, bro.
You've got a
Bah, bah, bah.
I said you got a shooter now.
Two.
Huh?
We've got 2.
No, that's
My
plural.
brother.
I said a shooter.
Alex,
Ooh.
Laka.
Ooh.
How many goals is he on? Oh, yeah, let's just
I'll
leave that
find
there.
out- I'll
Let's
find
just
out
leave
for
that
you,
there. You
John.
got one shooter, and his name's Pierre-Emerick
Lacazette's on
Wakanda.
12.
Yeah, Hazard's on 13. He's not a shooter.
Your top goal scorer is your left
Yeah,
midfielder.
he's not a shooter. Neither is Laka.
No, he is. I just think they spread it out evenly, innit?
Trust.
I'm talking about golden boot winners, innit? I'm talking about your Harry Kanes, your Mo Salahs, those players of that ilk. I don't know why I said Mo Salah
I can't
because
find
he's probably
Chelsea
not going to be
at
there this
all.
year.
Ooh. I can't find Chelsea at all. The next one after Hazard is Pedro with 8. I think this is flipping.
Hey, why are we
away.
back on Chelsea? Like,
Oh,
it's
just
not right.
you
We
brought it up.
don't do that.
No, you had the
I'm
nerve.
saying
Greece,
Mane
Greece,
is
Greece.
yes, he is inconsistent, but he's been amazing for the last what?
Barkley's
weeks
Chelsea's
now?
high.
So many
Hang on.
weeks.
Barkley's Chelsea's 3rd highest goal scorer in the Premier League. But we carry on.
And in a team that doesn't score enough goals.
Doesn't
so-
matter. He's the 3rd highest. Anyway,
Hold on.
That's why Chelsea are struggling right now.
to be fair, he has got 3 goals. So-
3!
That's bad.
Premier League goals.
Loftus Cheek needs to start.
Anyway. But yeah, Liverpool are there. They're thereabouts. They're keeping up on the pressure.
Yeah, they do their job, innit? You guys just got to keep.
It is what it is. Yeah,
and
they are doing their job.
Wait until City do
They got
that. Puts the pressure now on City to win their next game. So
Look at the draw they got. Porto. I mean, Porto. Let's not take them lightly because Liverpool have to be smart with them. They still have to be playing at 100% best. They can't play 80% and try and win that game because they won't. It's just that if they're 100%, they will blow Porto away. That's the difference. So I think
maybe they should try to do what they did last season. Just get it on the first leg.
because Roma they played with 80% really, and it showed in the tie. It finished I think maybe 7-6 or something like that. on
Yeah,
average.
because there were 5-0 or 5-1
It was
up,
like-
and,
yeah.
and instead of finishing it off and coming down,
Yeah.
they're going to concede right at the end.
They
So
almost went and got
it's
beat,
I
so-
think if they try and if they're smart, finish in the first leg. If they go, I mean, obviously we don't want to take Porto lightly, but
Yeah.
if they're able to
yeah.
blow them away, get
And
it
what is
done,
it?
and then second leg just kind of
Then what is it? Barca,
relax it.
Liverpool in the semi.
No, United Liverpool in the semi still.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
It'll be a firecracker.
Got
either
Messi
way.
on lock.
Yeah, I don't think
Firecracker either way.
anyone's going to watch those games.
What games?
Like, as in, if Porto Liverpool is
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
are they on? If they're on TV the same time as another
look,
Champions
there's
League
only
game,
2 days, yeah.
no one's watching.
No
that
one's
game.
watching that game.
'Cause
No one,
it should be a foregone conclusion.
only people from Porto and people from Liverpool are watching that game. There will be no other TVs. There'll be, there'll be eyes on Wembley. There'll be eyes at Etihad. There'll be eyes at, Old Trafford, Nou Camp, wherever the games are held.
Do you think in the Premier League there are conspiracies? Yeah, there are a select group of people that are out here trying to win Liverpool the league.
No.
The league? Why?
It's that penalty decision.
No, but you know
What was the goalkeeper doing?
First of all,
What on earth is he doing?
who's the goalie? What's his name?
I don't know his name.
Rico, innit?
It's Sergio Rico, yeah, Sevilla's goalkeeper. I don't know.
What?
I don't
Was
know.
it 1-1 at then?
Yeah, 1-1 with like 5 minutes to go.
Literally 5 minutes to go. I thought, because Oscar started messaging, Liverpool, and I thought, well done, Oscar. Liverpool are going to win this
Yeah,
game.
everyone's like, I jinxed it, and I
I
did
said,
jinx
well
it.
done, they're going to win this game. And they fully went and won the game. But, yeah.
And it would have been perfect for them to drop points with a Van Dijk or Alisson mistake, whoever you want to laugh at.
Throw that one.
I don't care. Either
Throw
one.
out either one.
Either one.
And even
it'll be
then,
banter.
to draw with Fulham, I mean, that would have been embarrassing at the highest degree. That would have been absolutely awful. But I don't know. But yeah, I think look, you're going to start seeing teams just roll over for Liverpool. You're damn right. You will see
not, bro.
sliders,
No one's
bro.
doing that.
Man,
No
I'm
one's
bringing on
doing that.
a pot on the sliders, bro. I'll predict them now. If I find Liverpool's fixtures right now, they'll be literally.
Everyone's giving them a game. Everyone's giving Liverpool a game.
Yeah, but they've thrown away points. Like,
Don't
crazily.
worry,
But that's just underlying
kick,
Fulham
man.
season, though. That's just
What,
underlying.
throwing
Fulham.
away points.
Come on.
I mean, Tottenham are going to lie down. Liverpool's next game, Tottenham,
Tottenham
they're
are-
going to lie
no,
down.
no, no.
You think so?
Have you seen Tottenham in the top 4 game? They laid down for all.
No, but every time
for all.
against
Chelsea,
Liverpool-
Manchester United, Man City, Liverpool. They lay down for them.
I don't think they will.
They will.
I think last season, what, 2-2?
This
Season before, I think?
This will be
They
like.
drew us
I kid you
No.
not. I'm not even joking, guys. Not on our hype. Liverpool will get 3 and 4 in this game. I'm not even joking.
Where is it?
Anfield. Remember when I said Barcelona, against Lyon? Don't worry about it. Because everyone, in the group, and man would type it out. What do you think of the score, lads? I said, don't know about the other one, but I said Liverpool go out, and I said Barca will be 3s and 4s, and it ended up being 4-5-1, 4-1. I said, yeah, it'll be 3s and 4s. the Barca would put that to bed, Lyon.
I love the fact you only talk about the prediction you got right.
Yeah. I just mentioned that.
So I got one wrong. Liverpool went up.
But yeah, no, Tottenham will lay down. Southampton away.
No.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Banana skin. Sure. I mean,
They got another manager who really wants them to do well.
that's just a trading match who just wants to what Southampton player we need next.
I don't know his
Chelsea.
name.
Then it's Chelsea
What's
after that.
Southampton's new manager's name?
Ralph Hasenhuttl.
Yeah, I think he's decent, isn't he?
He's a top manager.
He's pulled out a few results.
He's a top manager. He was brilliant for Leipzig.
Chelsea won't lay down.
He's the reason why we know Leipzig.
Oh, he's the Leipzig.
Yeah, he was the Leipzig manager.
okay.
He's the reason
Chelsea
why we
will lay down. What are you talking about?
Chelsea are going to iron the Anfield carpet.
Lay
Oh,
down.
what?
Oh my goodness.
They're going to put the white lines on the pitch.
Yeah.
Oh
Every
my
season,
God.
Chelsea always do something against
Chelsea,
They do. They're gonna
Chelsea
run.
will.
They go to
out of all
Anfield.
teams.
Yeah.
Chelsea will ruin
Every
it, bro.
season,
Chelsea
no matter
will
what
do it on
competition it
purpose.
is.
just to make sure Liverpool don't do it.
I don't know where this faith is coming from.
Cardiff.
I don't see it.
Cardiff will stick him in the air. I'm not going to lie. They're going to look at Salah and just think this Egyptian. They're going to just go kick him into Rose End. They will be kicking him left, right, and centre because Cardiff are a harsh team.
Yeah,
Huddersfield.
you're very close to the edge.
Newcastle will
What's the
lay
edge?
down.
That's how they're going to look at him and see this
Rafa
Egyptian.
won't.
Not a
go.
racist team. Just he is Egyptian.
Oh, I
That's a
thought
fact.
you were calling out the Cardiff players.
No.
Right.
No. Oh, what? What
I
Egyptian
don't know. There's
is
just
that
a lot of
guy?
racism flying about lately. You know, West Brom are
Don't
up
be
in arms
childish.
about being called racist by
Look,
Talksport.
you look at Liverpool's last victories, right? Okay, Fulham aside, yeah, they gave Burnley 4, right? They gave Watford 5, and the others were draws. Yeah, fair enough. But then before that, Bournemouth they gave 3. Oh, they drew with West Ham. They drew with Leicester.
Bro, kind of, your point is going to...
No way.
He's lined up for them.
Remember what I said last week on the pod, yeah? This is the month where teams are at the beach. People are on the sliders. They're not here to entertain. They're not here to be here. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, whatever. Arsenal got. I'm just going to talk briefly on the draw.
I thought you were talking about Arsenal at Rennes. No, you know.
Against Rennes, yeah, because I said we were going out, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You said, we're going out. Will we keep a clean
And
sheet?
the mountain
No.
was climbed after what, 10 minutes?
Sorry?
I said the mountain was climbed after like 10 minutes. You
No,
guys,
it was
2-0
2-0.
down.
I'd say
Yeah, you try to sell it
but-
like it's the big
but
guy.
when they had chances.
No,
you
but
know,
come on, you're going on like Rennes couldn't actually score a
but they
goal.
could have scored goals.
You were there, you saw it.
Do you know what it is? They held the ball
They hit
well.
the post and stuff.
Like,
Like,
hit the
the
post.
post,
I don't know.
man.
They that little extra bit just to score. They struggled. And that number 7, first leg he was amazing. Second leg, I feel like they just kept him on lock. They just kept him quiet.
Listen, they had chances.
They did. I admit they did, but Arsenal always kind of had
Napoli?
it.
now the
under
worst
control.
draw we could have possibly got.
Napoli.
Home first to Napoli.
I like.
Oh.
It's long.
Oh, sorry, man.
Because the thing is, yeah, say we win 2-1 at home, yeah, or 3-1 at home, right?
It's a wrap.
Going out there, Arsenal away from home again is diabolical, and we have to go and get a result in Napoli.
And
I
the
can't
worst
see
thing
that.
is, you never know how much you need to score as well.
Exactly.
Because you could win the home leg 2-0, right? But if you knew you needed 3, then
Yeah.
whilst you had the momentum, you might push for 3.
Exactly.
But if you're 2-0 up at home, you might think, let's just sit back with our 2-0
Which
and
has
chill.
always been the case for us in
So-
the previous rounds. We got beat 2-1. We lost 1-0. We lost 3-1. We knew what we had to do at
Yeah,
home.
you know what you had
and
to do.
we went and killed for it straight. Because even at the BANTER game, that finished 5-0, 5-1, that game. And we were 1-0 down the first leg. The second, and then Rennes, of course, 2-0 you said in 10 minutes. We knew what we had to do, and the third just shut down shop.
Yeah,
But
you
Rennes still
won't
could have
have that
scored,
now.
and it would have gone to extra time.
Yeah.
Napoli, I'm scared. I'm scared because it's like, like us at home, I'm not worried about. We can win games at home, no doubt. I don't like going to places that are unknown. I don't like going to them places out there where, even if I watch Napoli for 38 games in a season, I still don't know what's going to happen when my team goes over there. Because the league and the European Cups are completely different. You know?
Very true.
Liverpool lost out
They're
there.
gonna make an atmosphere over there.
Liverpool lost out there. PSG lost out there. I think Belgrade drew out there.
You just gotta hope you lose 1-0 out there or something. But then even
have
then
to
it's
do
the
it at
second,
home.
because
You
it's the second leg.
We got to go like
It's
3 and
have to
4
do
0
it at
up
home.
at home and finish the tie. We have to finish the tie at home. That's the problem. And
tough. You won though.
And
You
if they
won.
score away goals, it's a done.
Let's be
It's
real,
a
you
wrap.
won.
And of
You
course
might-
they're gonna
I think
score.
you'll win the
They've got
first leg.
Insigne
You'll
and
probably
all
win the
these
first
players,
leg.
Milik and
But
all
it'll
these
be
lot.
it'll be tight. It'll be like 2-1,
Oh,
and then
God,
you're gonna have to go try to score over
that's
there.
not nice. That's not. Last time we went to Sao Paulo, we got raped, absolutely destroyed. Absolutely destroyed.
Don't say no words.
Absolutely
That's the fun.
destroyed.
No, I'm joking.
Like Higuain pulled our pants down. I'm no joke. Like he literally did. So yeah, but you know, it is what it is. These last 8 games, David, are we going to make the top 4?
I don't know, bro.
You don't know.
I don't know.
It's in your hands, guys.
It's in our hands, David. We're in the top 4 in March. I can't remember.
Also win 8 games in a row.
There's a Newcastle will be at home, yeah?
Yeah, we'll beat them.
We'll beat Newcastle at home. Everton away? Yeah, we're not Chelsea.
No,
We're not
guys.
Chelsea.
Yes.
We're not Chelsea.
First-hand experience.
Last year-
It's harder than it looks.
You're such a scumbag. What do you mean? Who else has got? Who's played? Have you gone to Goodison? I'm sure you piped
Yo,
them.
why
I
don't
think
we
we did.
postpone Wolves for, bro?
Everton will lie down for you. Like, they don't lie top 4.
Watford? No, Dini White trying to
No,
get revenge,
Arsenal will
bro.
beat Watford. Watford have
Is
beat
at
us
home?
once.
Dini
Watford
wants his
at Watford.
revenge, bro.
Nah, blood.
Dini wants his
What?
revenge.
Nah,
You
blood.
think you're going to go to Vicarage?
Slap him up, bro.
Listen, our games
I
are
can't lie, you guys
winnable,
are
bro.
losing.
Our
like, 2
games are
games
winnable.
or 3
I can't
games.
see us losing any more games for the rest of the season.
Our games
Done.
are
8 and
about
8, bro.
fam.
Yeah?
I don't believe that.
8 and 8.
Have you done 8 and 8 all this time this season?
We're at 22 unbeaten.
Yeah,
We're
but
14 in the league.
14 in the league, but I don't think there were,
Yeah, that's
there was a
unbeaten.
couple
That's not
draws.
wins.
There were a couple
Bro,
draws.
there
in
were 2 draws in that. Wolves and Liverpool. So 12 wins
It was
in
like
that.
4 draws still. But
Even
it was 4 draws. It was 10 wins, 4 draws. Yeah, I remember that. But I don't know if there was any 8 in a row. So we'll see.
no, there might have been 8 in a row.
That's what I'm
But
saying. None of these teams are going 8 in a row.
Listen, the home games.
None of these teams.
The home games are fine.
think
Yeah?
the home games should
Brighton, Palace, Newcastle. Those 3 were.
should
We've
put
got
those.
there.
But it's the away games.
I'm adding 9 points now. Yeah, so that's whatever. I don't know how many points or 59 or whatever it is. Then you've got. We'll beat Watford away. We'll beat Everton away. We'll beat Burnley away. The 2 I'm not worried. I'm not convinced about is Leicester away and Wolves. But the thing is, Leicester not even that good. Like we should be beating Leicester, but Wolves is going to be tricky.
Brendan Leicester.
Oh, Brendan Leicester.
So new look.
Nah,
Brendan Leicester. They got a W, late wins. You know what I mean? 10 men.
Oh,
10 men.
Leicester a shambles. Who did they scrape and win against?
Burnley.
Burnley away.
Burnley let me
Oh,
down.
did you see what happened to James Madison?
No, what
I
happened?
forgot.
So he scored a free kick.
Yeah.
He takes his shirt off to have a little message on his shirt which says, "I love you, Sophie." Sophie's a young girl that he knew who had cancer, I think,
Okay.
passed away,
Okay.
and then he got booked for it.
Well, if you're going to book for what? You're going to book the Margrave
I'll be
for
honest, the
the
rules are
Vishai
rules.
thing.
I'm not even going to be upset about that. The rules.
So he,
No,
he-
the rule needs to be abolished.
Yeah.
That's
The
what
rule
it
needs to be
is.
abolished.
It needs to
Yeah.
be abolished.
It's awful.
but I don't, do you think the rule needs to be abolished?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Because there's no.
Okay.
other-
Well, what should be abolished?
Yellow card for taking your shirt off, bro.
Yeah, you should
So,
never.
so,
you should
so
never
anyone
ever
should be allowed to take
You
the
should
shot.
never
Yes,
ever
if
be
you score a goal,
cautioned
like-
for a yellow.
Should Aubameyang be booked?
For what?
For
No,
putting
it's
on the mask.
farcical.
For putting on a
Yeah,
Wakanda
Oh,
mask.
did you
He
get
got
booked?
booked. Yeah.
I think he should be booked and he should be fined.
he got booked. You're
Aubameyang should be fined.
pathetic.
Why?
pathetic.
Because what-
he
how
should
do-
be fined, Remy. Did you hear
Okay.
him?
Can I explain why? Can I explain
You
why?
hear this
Can I
guy?
explain why?
Why?
Moron. Absolute moron.
He is mad. Let me explain why. The reason he should be fined, yeah, is because he's put out a Wakanda, what was it, a Black Panther mask.
Yeah.
The Avengers movie is coming out, what, in a month? He's just promoting the Avengers on what, Sky
Bloody-
Sports and
BT
Europa
Sport,
League,
BT Sport.
BT Sport, my thing, yeah, and Canal Plus or where else it shows. Do you know what I mean?
Sports.
You can't do that. Do you remember that time when Bentner took off his shirt and he had Paddy Power boxers because they paid him to wear Paddy Power in the Euros?
No sponsorships.
That's a sponsorship thing, clearly.
I know sponsorship, but if you got a little message coming, bro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's why I was asking the question. I was seeing how far-
David, it's
No.
This
No,
thing
I
of
hear
no,
you.
you can't have no
Sponsorship.
sponsorship and then have if someone died, I could put it on my shirt.
Why
It's
not?
ridiculous. No, because
that's what you're saying.
what's the reason for not having a sponsor?
The reason for not having a sponsor is because you've got like Premier League licensed their
Yeah.
programming, so you're
but
doing
how
sponsorship
many,
on their
how many
thing.
products, how many businesses, companies, whatever you want to call it, partnerships are
Yeah.
there branded on TV that are on BT Sport or Sky Sports that maybe have nothing to do with those two channels or nothing to do with the Premier League? It's constant. There's advertising boards everywhere.
Yeah, but okay,
someone's
okay,
wearing
but-
a Nike
but
boot,
they pay-
someone's
but
wearing an
then-
Adidas boot.
Okay, but what happens when they're promoting the next, I don't know, Hulk movie and
Yeah.
they pay Eden Hazard
Yeah.
to put on a Hulk mask?
What is the
after-
problem?
Then you got players walking around like advertising boards, and the league is not getting any money.
It's basically the same thing, though. The
What do
league, I mean, come on. So I can't wear any branded items.
No, because they have branded boots.
Listen,
Exactly.
alright,
that's
no,
what I'm like.
Listen,
No, what I'm saying
you don't have
is,
to take your
what I'm
shirt
saying,
off, bro.
you
It's
can't.
not a yellow card, bro.
Yeah, that's a farce.
It's
Yeah.
a farce. It's
I mean,
just-
going
it's
into the
ridiculous.
crowd is a farce as well for a yellow card. That's ridiculous as well.
I think you should be allowed to take your shirt off. By the way, I'm like, I
No,
was just seeing how far we go with
You
this.
said Aubameyang should be fine.
I know, because why is he wearing a Black Panther mask?
If
Come
he wore
on.
a Superman
Come
mask,
on.
would you have said the same thing?
Yes.
Or Spider-Man?
Yes.
But he does it all the time.
Yeah,
Or
but
he
he-
did it all the
he-
time.
he did-
The mask thing it just looks stupid in my opinion.
That's what- no,
And especially the timing.
Yeah, I mean, do it against
He
United.
wanted to do it against United, but the thing was the other end of the pitch. They didn't have it in there ready for him. Moron, whatever moron left it over there. But that's here nor there.
This whole
They're bored.
They're
The thing is, the
yellow
FA
card in
the FA
every
and-
celebration line.
The
It's annoying.
FA and the
It's like-
and UEFA are just bored,
They're bored, yeah.
bored committees that have nothing better to do instead of looking at the racism that's going on or looking at something prejudice or something like that. No, we're gonna book a player for sharing his condolences with someone who died,
Yeah, I think.
and that's happened twice this season.
Okay, but-
and they haven't reviewed this rule.
No, the
I don't-
thing- know
I
why they
don't
wouldn't,
think-
because they're trying to be consistent with their rule, which I
Yeah,
agree with
yeah.
for the time being. Because
You have to be
I want
consistent.
to get rid of the rule, but I know, of course, they shouldn't have been booked because they're giving the thing. But then someone else will say, "Oh, I take my shirt off. There's there's nothing there. Oh, I took my shirt off for another reason." And
But why
you know,
was it
but
ever a rule?
I don't know why they
become
ever made it a
rule?
rule. I don't know why, but I just think
Yeah.
it's pointless.
I bet
Yeah,
something
silly.
provocative.
Silly.
Ah,
Yeah, what's wrong with taking your shirt off? I mean, I was offended by gigs, but they did nothing wrong. Do you
He
know what I
did
mean?
nothing wrong. He didn't get booked then, did he? It was- it
No,
was
back in
too
the
early.
day, you could do that then.
Oh well.
Or Diego Forlan, who tried like multiple
That
attempts to take
shirt
off his
was
shirt.
something else. Though. That was a difficult shirt. It must have been. But yeah, I haven't got really much more to talk about unless you don't have anything on there. Zizou back at the helm. Obviously at Real Madrid. We covered that last week.
Nah, I think
Not much, really.
Who's everyone picking for the Champions League?
What the winner?
Who's winning it?
I said
Who's going all the way?
the winner. Barcelona.
You're saying Barca. Yeah, when there's
They
a
beat-
Messi,
They beat United. They beat Juventus.
Can Barca
and-
Juve
and-
make the
and
final,
they
yeah?
face whoever they're
I would
facing.
love that.
can Barca Juve go to the
no.
final?
I would
They
love
can't.
that.
Yeah, they can.
They can.
They can.
Yeah, because you've got
They're in the top tier.
and
with
City have got
and
Tottenham,
Yeah,
so they're on that side with City and
yeah,
Tottenham.
that's interesting. That is
And
interesting.
Barca's on the United side. So
Wait, sorry. So Barca. Okay, yeah. Sorry, my bad. They beat
Yeah.
United. They beat City, and then they go to the final.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so I don't know who I want. I don't know who I think will win it. I think it's between Man City, Liverpool, Barca, and Juve.
yeah, that's my
Those are
semi-final. No, sorry, my semi-final is United.
That's
hearing the roof.
I said United are going to win, but Barca's to win the tournament. Yeah, them ones.
Does anyone think that Ajax or Porto could sneak in? Does anyone think it?
If anyone, it would be Ajax.
Why?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
They're playing a harder team, though, no? Oh, actually, no, Liverpool. Do you
But
know what?
Ajax
Do you know what's
are a
so
hard
funny?
team.
Yeah?
Ajax are
No, do you know what's so funny? English teams in Europe at the moment are looking hard, and it's like,
Whoa!
what?
Are you going back on your word?
On what words?
Do you remember we had this massive debate about how English teams in Europe and how you and Ernest were talking about English teams should can it because we're not levels for the Champions League?
No, but as in like, okay, so right now I'm saying.
No, 'cause I was ready to go in the group when United beat PSG, but I thought let me just leave it.
Oh, you should have done it.
I was ready to go in the group chat like, yo, like where are you, man? Because Liverpool knocked out Bayern, so where are you, man?
That's how I did. Remember, David? Remember when Liverpool drew with Leicester, and I was like, oh, they had 2 weeks break. Well, what happened? You guys said that they should can everything.
Yeah. No. I still stand by this. I still stand by this.
What? Because when Leon beat Man City. You were talking. But now there's 4 teams in the quarterfinals of the Champions League from England.
And that's facts.
Saying Liverpool have to pick one, bro.
Liverpool, if Liverpool want to win the league, guess what? They cannot be in the Champions League.
No, I'm not talking about that.
I'm just saying.
I'm not talking about that debate.
No,
I'm talking about the debate
but
we had where we were discussing who are the best teams in Europe.
No,
yeah?
but listen,
this is before.
Levels.
Before. Remember, this is group
You're not
stages
listening to
time.
what I'm saying.
What?
What I said, no, because you're going to go up about the argument I made, which I still stand by.
What was the argument you made?
Oh, really? We want to go back there. English teams are not levels in Europe, in the elite world of Europe. Yeah, that's just a fact.
But there's 4 in the
that's a
quarterfinals.
fact. You don't just because you do it once in 30 years doesn't mean I can harp and make noise about it, right? I can hear Ernest giving gunshots right now.
It's not 30 years,
I'm feeling a statement. But listen, what I'm saying, what the point I'm making is, say you're Porto, you're saying please not City, please not Liverpool, because they're hard teams this season, right? If you're Ajax, same thing again. If you're Juventus, you don't want Liverpool or Man City. Any club does like you didn't want a British team, did you? Maybe
Probably Tottenham. Tottenham was the only one I would have taken.
You wouldn't want City. You wouldn't want Liverpool over 2 legs, right? No. So what I'm saying is, it's just that it's ironic because I was listening to Napoli's press conference, Ancelotti's press conference, and he was saying, you know what, we didn't want Arsenal.
They don't want Arsenal.
We didn't want Arsenal. We didn't want like thing. And I never looked at us like, right, teams fear us in this competition. Like I don't know why people fear Arsenal in the competition.
Because you don't score goals.
We score goals.
You don't
correct.
Score goals.
Yeah, we can't defend, but we score goals. And Chelsea. You know, Chelsea's route to the final looks nice, but Eintracht Frankfurt, mate, don't sleep on them guys. That's all I'm saying. So when you go to the semi-final, I don't think you can just walk in, yeah?
I mean, Pete, you said this about Napoli in the Champions League this season. You said this about Inter Milan in the Champions League.
Napoli went out on the same points with PSG and Liverpool.
Yeah, but right? you were talking that talk,
same point.
But they went home.
Oh my God.
Same with Inter Milan, they went home in the Champions League, and then they went home in the Europa League.
So to Frankfurt.
But you were talking that talk.
Yeah, to Frankfurt, and I'm giving Frankfurt.
Okay, so now it's Frankfurt.
Frankfurt's getting that plug. I mean, look, they won the.
I'm not dissing Frankfurt. I'm not dissing Frankfurt. I'm not dissing Frankfurt. I just don't like the
Chelsea's
idea.
a wicked team, you know. I mean, you better watch out for Chelsea.
Oh yeah,
you know,
we love them.
Chelsea are great. Watch out for us. Yeah, no, I just think. Yeah. Sometimes when we see the foreign teams do well, we give them more hype than when we see the English teams do the same level.
I disagree.
The same level.
I disagree.
Yeah.
No, I disagree. I don't give, for example, Napoli more credit than I would give Chelsea or Liverpool or anyone else.
Yes, you would.
No, I don't. I don't though. I'm saying I don't. When I say the elite, I talk about Barca, Real Madrid, Juventus, people that are seasoned semi-finalists. You know, like that they're there every year.
But there was never a debate there. There was never a debate there. We know those guys are elite.
No,
my issue.
That was our conversation.
No, it wasn't. You were talking about the Napolis and bringing up Leon beating Man City, bringing up, and you said stuff like.
Yeah, but City if City are to be levels and be Champions League, you know, prime stake. They can't be losing to Leon.
But they're better than Leon. They went through.
They went through eventually because they did finish top. They got shouted out.
Okay.
And Leon got Barca, right? So, and it could have been easily the other way around.
So if City are levels, they have to beat Leon. Yeah. So does that not mean if Juventus are levels, they have to beat United? Does that not mean if Real Madrid are levels, they have to beat Tottenham?
Yes.
Yeah. So when these teams win those games, we give them no ratings.
Do you know why? Because when Tottenham beat Real Madrid, what did I say?
Yeah.
What was the sermon?
Right. You were right.
What was the sermon? In November, Madrid are not here for that. They come back in February, and what do? They won the Champions League.
On this point, why would you be bothered then that City lost to Leon?
Exactly.
Because they haven't given me anything beforehand. It's not like they've won 5 Champions Leagues. They've lost to Leon. That happens. I'm not saying you go unbeaten. That happens. Madrid have lost to the best. Or have lost to some whack teams. They've gone out to Ajax. But guess what? If they win the Champions League next year, they are elite. They're up there. They've won the most Champions League, so I can't even bring them in the conversation.
Yeah.
Barca, we know. We already know Barcelona.
We know.
We know. You know, Juve have been in semi-finals and finals consistently. Even Atletico Madrid have done it.
It's been a while since they won the big one, Juve.
They ain't won it since about, what, 97?
It's been a long time.
I think they've lost the most Champions League finals, but they've been there. They were there in 2003. They were there in 2003. They were there in 2015. They were there 17.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
That's 3 years.
Yeah, but they're there. They're always in the conversation. Like, okay, they're in the semi. Bayern Munich are always in the semi-final. They're in the conversation. They're more, but they're more elite than, say...
No, I think in general, I get what you're saying. That okay, we're not levels. That for a while we haven't been, because I think there was a while in the Champions League where English team was just poor. We just weren't performing at all.
And there was a time when English teams were rinsing it. There was a time
that was
when
like
they were
05 to like 2011. There was we had an all English final.
Sure.
Like, that was great.
Sure.
So yeah, very good. Was it good? But now I think, especially this season, we've seen kind of like a resurgence, and also the teams who are like the elite, they've kind of had a bit of an not even as an exodus, but more of like a wake up call, because they are getting older. They've lost players like you know, Real Madrid, Bayern. They're aging.
At a good time for English clubs to be bringing in younger players,
there we go.
better players.
So I think we've shown
and they're not
that
English anymore. That's the worry, though. They're not. Our English teams are not English anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? That's a worry.
The players?
Yeah, as in, like, you look at the players in different clubs. There's still cores of their national teams in there.
Yeah.
You know, of course, it's decorated with everybody else, but it's still like when Chelsea and Man United went to the final, you could name an England squad from those two teams. That's how English football was. Whereas now, City and Liverpool and Manchester United and Tottenham, the English side is Tottenham. You know what I mean? And it made the World Cup, for crying out loud. But Liverpool, you're taking about 2 players, because that's all they've got. You know, United, I can't name any. You know, Rashford probably, and that's it. I can't name the other. You know, maybe Smalling if you want. You know. And Man City is just John Stones is what I can think of. Sterling, of course, and Kyle Walker. So there's a bit more there. But yeah, no, City have to be here consistently making the noise, and they've been here for a little bit. So I'm not going to knock City as much anymore.
No, stuff like that. When you're losing the group stage, I don't make a big deal of it, because if in the long run you're going to get through and go final competition like quarters and semis, it's fine.
But remember, they never used to come out of the group.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, but the last couple of years they've been doing their thing.
And that's why I said I'm toning down.
I have no issue saying
they had a Madrid semi-final
in the group stage.
They
whatever,
had a Liverpool quarter.
as long as you qualify for the next round and go do your thing. So and it's good to see everyone in the.
Let's see how they are, because this is where it counts. The knockouts
we
is where
could
it
all go
actually
out.
matters.
We could all, well, obviously Tottenham City won English teams in the semis, but
Yeah.
you know, everyone could go out or not. But I think it'll be.
No, because you know what? What would you say to me then if Liverpool get beat by Porto, United get beat by Barca, and you know City beat Spurs, or even Spurs beat City? What would you say to me about those 3 clubs that have gone out? Man United, Liverpool, City. What would you say about those 3?
If they went out, it's not.
Yeah,
really
Man United going out is
because
expected.
Barca are the top team.
But that's not that. You know, as a Man United fan, you'd be thinking, man, we should be on par with Barcelona. We should have been up there. This is Manchester
I don't
United.
think Man United
We're not
think
thinking
they
that
should
now.
be on par
Not
with
now,
Barcelona.
but why did it demise? It should have never demised more so.
Barcelona are the only team that has stayed at the top. You know, Real Madrid have collapsed this season. So I think to compare,
I mean, Barca. I guess
They didn't really collapse. It was just what semi-finals. Oh
Yeah.
no, well last year was quarters and maybe
Last year was
just
quarters, yeah.
But I don't know. They've stayed there, so it's not an issue. I think.
What would you say about
if
Liverpool and
Liverpool and
City
City were to get knocked out? Yes, I would be like, yeah, that's awful from you guys, because you're the 2 top teams in England right now, and especially Liverpool. If you're losing to Porto, come on, you should be stepping up. City losing is just like them choking again, because last year they got knocked out by Liverpool, this year by another English team. I'll be disappointed.
It'd be like you hate English teams.
So it's,
we were going out to English teams left, right, and centre back in the day when we used to go to quarterfinals. And
oh yeah, I
semi-finals.
remember that. But
Yeah,
I think they should get through. Those 2, especially City and Liverpool, should get through.
Yeah.
United and Tottenham, it'll be tough. It'll be tough. But then I can see
the judge can
I
happen
can
for
see
United,
all of them. I can see all of them. Not all of them making it, but like I can see every single English team at one point like trying their best to make it there. And if they're all there, besides City and Tottenham, if they make it, it'll be.
The only English team I want to see do well is Man City in this round. That's the only team I want to see do well. Can't stand
to get the
English teams.
quadruple, yeah.
No, not necessarily.
Not even to win it, just to go.
Just
far.
beat Tottenham. It's fine. Beat Tottenham, that's fine. I don't have an issue with City. I love Pep Guardiola as well.
Yeah,
so
I like him
I don't
too.
have an issue with City. Guardiola is my favourite manager at the minute. So you know, it's just it is what it is. But Man United can't stand, and Liverpool, come on, they can't have a 6th Champions League. I'm not having that.
Yeah.
And they can't have a league title this year. I'm not having that
Imagine
either.
they do the double. Oh, we won't hear the end of it.
We won't
hear the end of it. Oh my days.
No, we won't hear the end of it.
Imagine that though. City Liverpool final. That would be kind of mad.
Who would you rather?
City. All day. I want
City,
Liverpool
Oscar? City?
No
David?
way.
Who would you rather?
Don't care, mate.
Lovely stuff. On that note, we will end it right there for this week's edition of the Top 4 podcast. It's the interlull this next week, so...
Listen, do you know who's not that guy, bro?
Talk to us.
Yeah. Sergio Ramos, blood.
Right. What's he done now?
Bro, I don't know if you lot gave him not that guy last week, bro. For the stupid yellow card.
Oh, what?
Thinking, this is it, we won 2-1. Second leg. But there's bad man who think should have got not that guy, you know.
Last week.
Yeah, blood. 2 weeks ago, blood.
We gave it to a few guys last week.
Fam.
I think it was a referee.
Man, them took hours.
Somebody hit in the Hall of Fame. Somebody was inducted into the Hall of Fame last week, no?
I didn't even know.
I must have missed that. Was the referees? We put the referees.
It might have been the referees,
The
but there was
referees
something in
are
particular that was happening where we were just like, this is farcical. But yeah, what
But
Sergio
yeah.
Ramos? Yeah, that's hilarious.
Not that guy, just hilarious.
Yeah.
Florentino Perez needs to, man, try.
Man came back and asked for
Man came
Mujuzi.
back.
Oh, man.
Who knows,
Watch
man?
them next season.
Who
They'll be on
knows?
it.
Who
They'll be
knows?
back. They'll
Who
probably be back.
knows? Who knows?
But now everything's heating up. The Premier
it's
League
getting
race
hot.
looking tasty. Champions League's looking tasty.
This is why we don't need an international break. Why now? You know what I
Nah,
mean?
you know, let them rest. Let them come back.
What, then it's the final
Let them
crunch.
come back fresh and then boom.
8 solid games back to back.
That's it.
Guys, this Premier League title is the Premier League as a whole, the relegation battle, the top 4 battle, the championship title battle. It's all kicking off. The top goal scorer battle is there as well. So yeah, I can't wait. It's exciting stuff.
That's it.
Arsenal, please just do it, please.
He doesn't want another year of Ripper.
I need blue around the stadium. None of this black and orange.
Do you know what? They should change it to orange. Don't put it as black. Make it bright.
Make it bright orange.
Make it bright orange, and I think it will look, if they rebrand that Europa League logo, the credibility will be there. You know, the
It's a
credibility.
farce. Listen, Remy.
Let's make the tune of it
there's
like
teams
wavier.
there's
If
teams
the
like-
tune is hard like the Champions League tune, we'll be singing it.
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah, it has to be good, but
That's the
it's not
way.
good. That's
Nah,
rubbish,
bro,
bro.
but it can't happen.
Teams like Krasnodar. I mean, are you joking me? When in the quarterfinals, like in the last 16, sorry.
No, but that's the one that lovely stadium, isn't it? Where the thing was there's LEDs on the edge.
Oh yeah,
that
oh my
looks
god.
sick.
When they score, it starts like, oh, it looks like WWE.
I
It's
did
a
not
bit
know
mad.
that. I did not know
Have you
that.
seen it?
No, no, no.
I'll send you the goal.
You
Yo,
gotta
it's
show
nuts.
us.
It's
It
nuts.
looked crazy.
They have an LED screen around the stadium. It's
Krasnodar.
mad.
Do you know how far that place is, by the way? If anybody
Turkey,
got them, they're Russia, but they're all the way the other side. Like, if you get them, you're on like kind of 8-hour flight to Russia.
Oh, it's not.
You're like in Japan.
Ain't seen that stadium anytime soon.
Hi-yo. And Baku, did you know, the finalists?
Hey,
Don't even say Baku around.
that's what.
Do you know the final? How many? Do you know what the allocation for both teams are? Hang on, somebody Google the allocation of Baku Stadium.
Which one?
Of
The
the
Champions League.
the Europa League final.
10,000, isn't it?
Europa
Some
League final.
10,000, some stupid number. 5.
It's less than that. Guys.
5.
It's more than that.
Nah, because I heard the Champions League one is 17, bro.
Yeah, that's a farce, isn't it? Baku's Olympic Stadium holds
How big? 64.
69,000. So let's say 70,000 is what Baku holds. I say Arsenal. I'm speaking it into existence. Arsenal are only getting 6,000 allocation. Fans are only getting
Wait,
6,000.
wait. How big is the stadium?
70,000.
It's a joke, bro.
This is why,
joke,
Remy.
bro.
This is why.
It's a joke.
Where in the Wanda Metropolitana, which is smaller than the Baku one, just by an inch, right? You're getting how many? You said 10.
He's getting 13 or something.
17, yeah?
17 pounds.
Wait,
Even
is
that's
it?
poor.
It's poor.
That's
It's
awful.
always, I mean, Wembley you got 25 each. That was awful. 25 each.
The rest is all for those companies.
So 40,000 is just sponsorships and companies.
Yeah,
and
bro.
right here too. But yeah, there you go.
It's a joke.
Yeah. This is funny. We'll see you back after the international break. Peace.